What is up, everybody? It is almost Throne of Eldraine time. We are updating the VIP launcher, and if nothing goes wrong, we'll be playing Throne of Eldraine in like 1 minute. The hype is real. And hopefully I got everything set up correctly. Things went, as I said before, things went a lot rockier than I planned for. Alright.
You have 2 ranks. I'll be around if you... I always thought you were
Alright,
amazing.
okay, Sparky.
But now, the whole multiverse will know.
Whatever you say.
I, the immortal Nicole Bolas, will be your end.
Alright, I think we're in. There's our season rankings from our VIP account, which you can only really play during the special events, so they're awful. Core set 2020 available now. Okay. And Throne of Eldraine! There we go, that's the important part. I don't know why it would tell us about about Core set 2020. Alright. It's actually happening. It is actually happening right now. The hype is real. So, we just opened this. Let's check this out. Check out the card styles and stuff that are available on launch, because we don't really know. So, Kenrith is the buy a box promo, so as usual you get him in the gigantic bundle of packs. So it looks like Once Upon a Time, Ironcrag Pyromancer. I don't even know what these cards do, but I'm looking at their looking at the styles anyway. Cause I'm a derp. Ooh. Oh, I was really hoping there's some artwork from the basics that I really like that I was hoping would be here. Like I think there's like a witch's cabin in the background in one of the swamps. There's like a castle in the background on one of the islands. Seems like not the ones they chose for the style, but that's okay. That would have been cool though. Oh my god, 123,000 gems. Wizards, you the true MVPs. There is no way we're going through all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually pick up the Eldraine Mastery thing, if they have that on here. Oh, it looks like they don't. Because I kind of want to play as Garruk as my avatar. Account Mastery, that's not what I want. I want Core Set? No, they didn't add the Throne of Eldraine Mastery tree onto here. Well, we'll have to wait till tomorrow then to play with the kitties. Or not the kitties, the foxes. It's actually on Thursday that the whole thing's live. 16 packs of the core set. Doesn't matter, I think I actually have all of the cards on here. Because these accounts are just stacked. Yep, we got the full set. Oh, look at all these cards. Alright, alright, enough playing around. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Hop into a sealed. Hold up, I am going to check one last thing just to make sure that the stream is working, and then I'm going to send out the tweets, and after that, the entire starting of the stream is ready. Oh wait, I didn't change the title on YouTube. Didn't change the title on YouTube, that's a problem. Throne of Eldraine streaming event. Hashtag sponsored. There we go. some XP giveaways. There we go. Alright, update. I can't believe I forgot to change the YouTube name. I was so excited, I just forgot. Too much stuff. Too much stuff. I need one more post. And then I'm gonna open these packs. Just posting to everywhere in the world. Some people in here. I forgot my freaking passwords on everything. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Oh my god. Why do you keep giving... Oh. Alright. Sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to post things and I'm getting a bunch of like notifications and nonsense. Okay. Okay. I think I'm ready. I'm not quite ready, actually. This is the worst start ever, but that's okay, because we're going to be streaming for at least like 6 hours, so we're just going to have a rocky 10 minutes here. After that, it should be some smooth sailing. Everything else is just easy bake. It's just play the game. That's all we got to do. Okay. Sorry about that. But we are in. Ooh, packs. Ooh, packs indeed. We are in. And, well, it's not packs. I was going to say, and you could win packs too. No, you could win experience for the Throne of Eldraine Mastery Tree. Because part of what they gave everybody with the VIP accounts this time is they gave everyone codes to give away during the stream for 1,000 experience apiece to get you started on the Throne of Eldraine Mastery Pass when that comes out. So the codes aren't usable until Thursday, when the Mastery Pass is actually a thing. But then, you know, it's a free level. So that's hype. That's pretty cool. I just gotta open up my own Twitch chat so I can use MTG Bot to do the raffles when we do that. I'm planning on doing 1 an hour because they gave 18 codes, and I want to save some for my YouTube people. Oops. That's gonna be a little weird echo there. I want to save some for my YouTube people, so I'm going to do all of the Twitch ones today, probably do half of them today for all the Twitch people, and then all the YouTube people I'll just do as video giveaways for people watching the videos. Where'd they put the pop-out chat option? They used to be so easy to find. I just want to pop this out. Show timestamp, show messages caught by auto mod. No, I just want to switch to non-mod settings. There we go. Okay, it just gave me all the mod settings. That's the problem. All right, and now I've got my Twitch chat open in a separate tab, so I can mess around with MTGBot if need be, such as for the giveaways. All right, let's do a sealed. Let's open the packs. With no further ado, wow. Let's just get Garruk. Garruk Cursed Huntsman. That is going to be our strongest rare for sure. But there's other good stuff too. Witch's Vengeance is also in black, so I could definitely see we've got a green-black good stuff going on. Opportunistic Dragon looks really good as well. When it enters the battlefield, choose a human or artifact an opponent controls. For as long as it remains on the battlefield, gain control of that permanent, it loses all abilities and can't attack or block. That seems pretty strong, because as you can tell, the vast majority of the knights and just non-fairy tale creatures in the set are humans, so there are a lot of humans in the set, which means this is actually pretty viable removal on a 4-mana 4/3 dragon stick. So that card seems really good. Doom Foretold is a weird one. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. If they can't, they discard a card, lose 2 life, draw a card, and you gain 2 life, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance, and then you sacrifice it. This is a really weird card. You really have to build around this hardcore. I feel like this is more of a constructed thing than a limited thing for that reason. Because you have to sacrifice a non-land, non-token permanent in your upkeep as well. So, like, you just have to make sure you always have better sacrifice fodder than your opponent. Which is kind of weird and hard to do in limited, because you can't even use food tokens as your sacrifice fodder and stuff like that. Escape to the Wild seems really good. You basically temporarily draw a bunch of cards. You exile the top 5 cards of your library, and you can play all of those cards until the end of your next turn. You still have to pay their mana cost, so it's basically temporarily drawing 5 cards. And you get to play a bonus land, so if you hit a bunch of lands in those 5, you can be certain that you're playing all those lands. So that card seems really good. And Worthy Knight seems really good. So I think all of our cards except Doom Foretold seem really good in my opinion. Worthy Knight, very clearly, just for a Knight deck. 2 mana 2/2 human Knight. Whenever you cast a Knight, create a 1/1 white human. Let's see what our other stuff looks like. So we're going to zoom out a bit here. I guess we should stay zoomed in for the first couple of these, since all of these cards are brand new. And check out what we got in all our colors. Righteousness seems like pretty decent removal. That's almost always just going to be like destroy a blocked creature, like Smite, which is pretty good. Flutterfox actually seems like it can be gas in the right deck. You don't need that many artifacts enchantments for this card to just be a very solid card, because even if you don't, like a 2 mana 2/2 on curve is something you're always playing in your limited decks. You just would prefer to get a little more out of it. Shepherd of the Flock is really interesting because its adventure ability, where you can return a permanent you control to its owner's hand, allows you to recast other adventure creatures. Say I have an Ardenvale Tactician on the board, and my opponent has like a lot of blockers that I need to tap down, and they have flying so they can already block the Tactician. I can use the Shepherd's Usher to Safety to just return Ardenvale Tactician, and then I can cast Tactician's Adventure again, because it's back in my hand. So, Shepherd actually seems like a deceptively versatile card in the right deck. And even if you're never using the Adventure, a 2 mana 3/1 on curve is fine in very aggressive decks. I don't know how I feel about the Shining Armor. That one's a little weirder. It's It's an equipment that only gives plus toughness, but that could make you that could make your creatures win in combat where your creatures are at parity, where like you have a bunch of 2/2s and they have a bunch of 2/2s. That can be good. Silverflame Squire has an okay adventure on an okay body. Just a lot of okay stuff here. I think Ardenvale Tactician is definitely going to be one of the best commons in this set. And Worthy Knight seems pretty good with enough knights, but we don't have very many knights. We have one knight right here, and then this really bad one, just a 3-mana 3/2 with no abilities. We have 3 knights total in white, which is kind of sad. But black and red also have a bunch of knights, so maybe we have some stuff like that in those colors. See what we got in blue here. Merfolk Secret Keeper is a pretty cute card. That's something that I'm gonna want to try to draft around at some point, because there's a little bit more mill in the set than there's been in quite a while in draft. There hasn't been a lot of mill recently. I think there's just enough to be able to maybe draft a mill deck like one draft out of like 20, but it could happen, especially if as the format progresses, like no one's taking this card in paper. You could draft a deck with a bunch of these and maybe 1 or 2 Shepherd of the Flocks to cast them again. And there's a few other mill cards. So what does our blue look like? I like this 2-mana 1/4 a lot. That just seems to block super well, as well as having just a fine ability on ETB. Witching Well seems really good. Or alright at the very least. Scry 2 and then you draw 2 cards later. Wow, we don't have a lot of blue cards at all. Blue is very empty. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only have 6 different named cards in blue. I guess it's because we have like 3 Wishful Merfolk. And black is what we're hoping is good. Black and green are the colors we're hoping are good. And so far, black looks pretty gas. I mean, there's another removal spell right there. Exile a creature with converted mana cost 3 or greater. So that's basically exile a big threat. That seems really good. That's definitely going right into the deck if we're black-green. Foreboding Fruit, draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. And if you spent triple black on it, you get to make a food token as well. That card seems really good. What does this thing do? When it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses a life and you gain life, and you sack a food to return it from a graveyard to the battlefield. Weird. Weird. That's an uncommon? I guess it turns your food into you get to sack your food for free to drain them for 1 life rather than sacking it for mana to gain 3, and you get a chump blocker back when you do that. Yeah, I guess that's on average going to be better than just sacking the food to itself. You're loving the flavor text in the set? Yeah, the flavor of the set in general is awesome. Every day the cat returns to kill the same mouse, which sinks again into the cauldron's brew. That's a cool one. Bell of the Brawl, 3-mana 3/2 Menace at worst. That's already playable. And then if you do happen to have other knights, it could be really good. So Witch's Vengeance. Witch's Vengeance is a sorcery that at the very least gives a creature -3/-3 until end of turn. And at best, your opponent just has a bunch of humans or a bunch of knights, and this card is just brutal. But we already talked about that because it's one of the rares. Locthwain Paladin. 4-mana 3/2 Menace. If you spent triple black, then it's a 4/3 Menace. A 4/3 Menace for 4 is really good, but triple black's a little difficult. Target creature gets -X/-X till end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. Huh. I really don't know how I feel about that one. I think you probably need some self-mill, otherwise that's just such a late game removal spell. Like our 2-mana uncommon one just seems drastically better, but it is an uncommon, so on average it is going to be better than the commons. Cauldron's Gift, you can return a creature. Choose a creature in your graveyard, return it to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it, and if you spend triple black, you get to mill yourself 4. I mean, it combos with the Funeral. We get to throw some cards in our grave. Wicked Guardian seems really, really valuable if you have a lot of 3 toughness bodies. I don't know how hard that is, but just a 4-mana 4/2 when it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Like, if you can get it for that, it's basically just a cheaper version of that that Rhino card from M20, or from M19, that you could draw a card and play a 4/2 for 5. Revenge of Raven seems probably just unplayable and limited. Anyways, moving on to red, we got a random pump spell, a fling. Everybody knows fling. 2-mana 3/1 that can't block. Nice little aggressive card. It has a little pump spell attached. Wow, 3 copies of Scorching Dragonfire? Just like triple incinerate? That's a reason to go red right there. And the Opportunistic Dragon. Red looks good! We got Slaying Fire too. Look at this! Look at the removal red has right here. That's 5 removal spells. Granted, 4 of them only do 3 or 4 damage, so they can't kill everything, but I mean, look at that. Oh wait, there's 5, because there's also Searing Barrage, deals 5 to a creature. Red looks good. Alright, what do we have in green? Curious Pair seems fine for slowing down really fast aggressive decks. Oh, Tracker's probably not very good. Marrowleaf Rider. 2-mana 3/1, and you can sack a food to force something to block it, so it's like pseudo removal if you have a food. You can basically force a fight. That's pretty cool. Double Rosethorn Acolyte can absolutely help us play Jund. That can let us play green, red, and black, so we can play Garruk and play all of our red removal. And the Opportunistic Dragon, because that card just seems really, really good at fixing mana. Because, like, for 1 mana, you can just swap your green mana for something else, or for 3 mana, you can have a Dork out that adds mana of any color. So that's kind of perfect, and we have 2 of those. Sporecap Spider's a nice little slow card there. And then just Tall's a Beanstalk. Doesn't seem that great, but it gives reach against flyers and stuff, so you just make something really big. Twinveil Treefolk seems pretty good, because it's like a 6-mana 6/5, so that's just a decent late-game threat that if you don't have the mana to do it, you can also just pump one of your earlier creatures into a threat of its own by putting a couple counters on it. So I like the green. Green seems alright, and Garruk definitely seems awesome. Red seems really good. And if we play Jund, we get to play Escape to the Wilds as well and just have a draw 5 in our deck. Elite Headhunter. 4 mana for a 2/3 menace. Sack another creature or an artifact to have it deal 2 to a creature planeswalker. Seems like a very, very difficult mana cost. The ability seems okay, though. You can sacrifice food tokens for that, so that's actually kind of gas. Rampart Smasher, just 4 mana 5/5, can't be blocked by knights or walls. If we go Jund and just focus on green-red as our primary, that shouldn't be insanely hard to cast, and that's... I mean, that's a giant in more ways than one. So I like that. And not a lot going on in terms of our artifacts here. Yeah, really not a lot. We have a sacrifice outlet if we really need one. We can turn our creatures into food. We have... This card seems good, because this just seems like the kind of thing that's going to be perfect for in draft. Because there's so many Adamant cards in the set that I can definitely see there's going to be a few times where you actually just draft the monocolored card, so just having good artifacts like this really helps that actually be a possibility. Because this can just go into like any deck. Like, this is fine. So I do like that they have just a lot of decent artifacts like that in the set. Like this, if you're in monocolor, just 3 mana 3/3. Like, that's fine. It goes into any deck. Alright, I'm going to try building Jund here. I'm going to try building Jund. So we're definitely playing the Dragonfires and the Slaying Fire. Because Slaying Fire, even though it's going to be really hard to hit triple red for the Adamant, like just 3 mana instant, 3 to any target is also fine. So we can just have 4 little early removal spells in our red. Definitely playing Opportunistic Dragon. Definitely playing Searing Barrage. We do not have a lot of knights, so Burning Yard Trainer's probably not going in. But I guess we have a few knights in red, but they're like really aggressive to where they're just early creatures that can't block. And if I'm going to be 3-color nonsense with like Garruk and Opportunistic Dragon at the high end, I feel like I'm more of a slower deck than something that wants to play a bunch of 3/1s that are unable to block. So I don't know. We'll think about that as we progress. Definitely playing Rosethorn Acolytes. That mana fixing is going to be important. And then we're going to play... If I'm trying to be slower, Curious Pair seems like the kind of thing we want to do. Get a food token to gain some life, make the game last longer, and just have a 1/3 body. And a couple Twin Veil Tree Folks could be alright. Not 100% on that right now, so I'll just leave it. Definitely Garruk, definitely Rampart Smashers, definitely Escape the Wilds. And that is, we still need 10 more cards in here. So now we look at our black stuff. Definitely Epic Downfall, that is both easy to cast and will remove most very threatening things. Foreboding Fruit is easy to cast. Little draw spell. Witch's Vengeance, the only thing that concerns me about Witch's Vengeance is it's double black. It's like I'm kind of considering just these 3 black cards that are all really easy to cast in here, and then just filling it up with the rest of our average green-red stuff, so that black is really just a splash for Garruk mainly. But like, Witch's Vengeance is high upside if we want to play it, it's just difficult to cast. I'm going to put it in for now. How many, like, 3 toughness or more creatures do we have? 2, 3, 4, 5? We actually have a lot of stuff we could draw cards off this Wicked Guardian for. So maybe we just go full-on 3-color nonsense. Not even splashing, just all of these are our main colors. Spore Cap Spider seems good for a long game, and we're trying to force the long game. We're gonna have to see what the curve looks like here. That's not anywhere near as terrible as I thought it would be. Granted, 4 of our 2-mana cards are removal spells, so not super playing those early. But I guess they do keep us alive to last the long game. That mana base is rough. That's way too many swamps. Probably. Actually, no, we have a lot of black cards in here. I don't want Rampart Smasher to be too hard to cast. I do feel like we're probably wanting to cut some black stuff in this. 7 Dwarfs is just a straight up 2-mana 2/2. That could be fine. We gotta fill up the deck with something at this point. Like throwing in the Twin Veils. And I don't super like Tall as a Beanstalk. Try out the Merrileaf Rider. We don't actually have that much stuff that makes food. I think we only have 1 card that guaranteed makes a food, and that's Curious Pair. The only other thing is Foreboding Fruit if we somehow get triple black. So I don't know about the Mana Leaf. But it can block, so it's definitely more worth running than the 2-mana red 3/1 that can't. 3 1/1 boars for 6 mana, but when they die create a food token. I don't know if I even like this card. It's kind of weird. Kind of seems like a lot of mana. I don't think I'm playing Wolf's Quarry right now. But I could be wrong about that. I'm going to throw 7 Dwarfs in there. Just a 2/2. It's got better toughness than most of this nonsense. Tap an untapped non-human you control. Give it +1/+1 and trample till end of turn. I don't know about that one. I don't know about all these cards. They're all brand new. We're all just doing our best here. So this is a 40 card deck, but it's also a 40 card deck with a really bad mana base. I just don't know how important it would be to fix that mana base or just go full on 3 colors. I think if we do run 3 color here, we want to change the mana up a little bit. I'd probably remove a swamp at a forest. Because it's okay if we cast Witch's Vengeance in the late game. And our green mana has mana fixing with the Rosethorn Acolyte, so we want to have green more than any other color. Well, we don't have all of the time in the universe to play Eldraine, so we're going to make some loose plays, some loose decks, loose cuts, just in order to play as much as possible rather than think about it too hard. So I'm just going to run it like this big old 3-color nonsense deck. Gotta throw another forest in there though. I mean, this deck looks fun, and it looks strong. It's just that whole mana issue. We'll see how it does. See how it does. Let's play some Eldraine, our first game of Eldraine ever. Get into this. Come on. I know there's plenty of people in this event who are ready to play. Cool. Let's do this thing. Alright, we got all of our colors and a Rosethorn Acolyte. That looks like a definite keep to me. Plus we have Acolyte into Wicked Guardian, which can hit the Acolyte and have the Acolyte still survive. So that's straight gas. I'm going to drop Forest first so we just have the mana ready for the ritual if we ever need to use the seasonal ritual. Now we have the second mountain, so that's 3 of our mana for Rampart Smasher. And Acolyte will provide the 4th. Ooh, Mana Leaf Rider, give us a curve. Knight, 2/2 Vigilance. Okay. Gonna play Rosethorn Acolyte here. Don't think I'm trading with that 2/2 quite yet. These Wicked Guardians are gonna be straight gas. But I kind of want to play Rampart Smasher first, just play a 5/5. No! How? Wow! Oh my god, they just milled 4 and hit like the best. Look at those draws. Imagine drawing these. I guess we'll draw Escape to the Wilds instead, because our deck is ridiculous. Vantress Gargoyle. Can't attack unless the defending player has 7 or more cards in their graveyard. Can't block unless you have 4 more cards in hand. Oh. Oh no. We have 4 in grave already? That's terrifying. That is terrifying. Actually just gonna play Wicked Guardian first then? Right? Draw a card, try to get to an answer for the Vantress Gargoyle. Because if I just play Rampart Smasher, it's gonna trade for that Gargoyle, because they'll have 4 cards in hand. I guess we do want to trade with that. We actually do want to trade with that thing. Because it's massive. So, they also have a Lonesome Unicorn that's currently on an adventure. So they can make a 3/3 Vigilance for 5. That's what they've got right now. That we know about. Is this thing a wall? Nope, just a 0/4 Merfolk Wizard. Okay, so that can actually block Rampart Smasher if they want to chump. I like saving Escape to the Wilds as just like our latest thing. Like when we've run out of cards, just pick up a bunch more. Send in the Rampart Smasher, see if we can kill something. That's a no. Just keep playing scary giant things, or do we draw a card? I don't know, I kind of like just getting the smashers in there. Break through this field. There goes our second Rosethorn Acolyte. We've got 5 in grave now. We need 2 more in our graveyard before they can attack with Vantress Gargoyle. So we're safe currently. Sir Alan the Lion's Claw. 4/4 first strike. When it attacks other creatures you control, get +1/+1 until end of turn. So they can make large attacks coming up here. I don't have any haste or anything, so I'm just going to send in the Smashers first. That's their only first striker, right? Yeah, so they can't kill a Rampart Smasher off first strike damage. Unless they have a blue pump spell. I don't know the set very well, but I don't think that's a thing. Chump block with the Secret Keeper. That's it, go to 10. Alright. If I play this land, I have 7 mana, which isn't quite enough to play Double Guardian. Do I want to just escape here? Not really. I think I'd rather just have a guaranteed body out here and just draw 1 card. Because the only stuff I'm like really wanting to hit off of escape is stuff like Garruk, which I won't just be able to immediately cast anyway. So I can Witch's Vengeance for -3/-3, but I can't kill anything with that except for this Knight. And if I pick Knight, then my Elf Knight dies as well. So Witch's Vengeance is pretty bad right now, unfortunately. And we're at 6 cards. 1 more card and that Ventress Gargoyle is coming in. That's another reason not to cast Escape the Wilds yet. Because if I cast Escape to the Wilds last turn, Gargoyle could get in now. Lonesome Unicorn. It's a unicorn. Well, I can Witch's Vengeance for a unicorn now. I guess that's a thing I can do. I just think I have so much card advantage here that it's okay to just send in the Rampart Smashers first before I do anything else. Like, I don't think I need to make these blocks insanely profitable. Because I've just got like another Wicked Guardian and an Escape the Wilds. So I just attack and like pick off whatever is left over. Alright, Prize Griffin and a Unicorn. That's the only block they're making? I guess I kill the Griffin. They can actually just keep the Unicorn right now, and I can just escape this turn. Yeah, they're at 5 life now. We have the 7 in grave, so that Gargoyle can attack regardless. So it doesn't matter if we play a sorcery or anything. This is a drafted or a pre-constructed deck. This is a sealed deck, so we all opened 6 packs. And built a deck out of those 6 packs and as many basics as possible. I'm going to Escape the Wilds this turn. I want to see what I get. And if I hit a land, I can cast Wicked Guardian. Because I get to play 2 lands this turn. Yeah, alright. That's a pretty bad 5, but it's good to get him out of the way. So, just go Swamp, Mountain... Play 7 Dwarfs, Foreboding Fruit, or Curious Pear out of there. I'm gonna play another Wicked Guardian. That's just a lot of power. That's just a scarier card for them right now. And we could just drop all this nonsense next turn. Because these will still be here until the end of our next turn. We get to cast that stuff. Weapon Rack. They can throw a +1/+1 counter onto a creature. They can do that 3 times. And they're just going to get in there. They're just going for it here. Let's see what kind of pump spells and nonsense is in the set. Other than that, I'll just take 10. There's the scoop! Alright, we got him. This deck seems kind of ridiculous. Garruk, no? Is that just sad we never drew a Garruk? It worked out fine. We didn't need him. We didn't need him. We got the win. Heading to another one. Oh, he milled Garruk? Oh, I wasn't even looking. Oh, that's so sad. That is so legitimately sad. Well, I'm glad you saw that. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice they milled our Garruk. Didn't matter. Still had all these. I'm gonna keep this hand. Like, yeah, we don't have red mana, but we've got Foreboding Fruit to draw a couple more cards and hopefully get there. We have a turn 1 and turn 2 play thanks to Curious Pair being both. And there's Rosethorn Acolyte, so now our mana's just perfect. Deck is sweet. Give me a food. What kind of food did I get? A croissant? Hey, Garruk! Alright, there's Wishful Merfolk. 3/2, they can make that a human until end of turn and lose Defender, so that thing can just start bashing us if they don't have anything else to play. Kind of threatening. Milled all the good cards. I mean, they really did. They milled Garruk, they milled the dragon, they milled like 4 removal spells. Oathsworn Knight. That card is scary. I might just Epic Downfall that thing. So it's a 4/4, attacks each combat whenever it's dealt damage, instead just remove 1 counter from it and prevent all that damage. So if you put an enchantment or an equipment on this thing, it never dies. Oh wait, no, they changed the wording. It does die. It dies even if you put an aura on it. They had old cards like this that just said remove a counter and prevent all the damage. So even if it had 0 counters, it would still prevent all the damage. But that one doesn't. I'm just going to play Acolyte. Actually here. I like trying to just curve up. I can take 4 for a second. I want to cast Garruk sooner. This might not be the best play, but I do want to. Oh, Charmed Sleep. There goes a ramp. That's just a sad world. Damage would be dealt, prevent it, remove a counter from it. So I don't get to make that weaker unless I block it. I don't think I'm blocking right now. Here is 4 mana now. We could make our Curious Pair a 3/5? And then they have to do something to our Curious Pair to get through? Like, Epic Downfall is safer, but that seems like more potential card advantage, because we're not even spending a card to do that, we're just doing an adventure. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm gonna Epic Downfall that thing, and we'll just eat this food next turn with the rest of our mana. Too scared. Why are the kitties all just sleeping? That's so adorable. I've never seen them just sitting there sleeping. Maybe that's because they're that low leveled. I don't know. I thought everybody was going to have the foxes today, but they didn't have the foxes yet, which is mildly sad. Alright, they're going to get in there, because we don't have good blocks for that. I think when we play Garruk, we're just going to like... Oh, well, we get 2 wolves for its 0 ability? Oh my god, never mind. If we play Garruk, we're just making wolves. But we're still 2 mana off from Garruk. Animating Fairy. Alright. Probably gonna want to kill that. Oh no! That Charmed Sleep on the Rosethorn Acolyte is really getting us. So I can make Curious Pair a 3/5 so I don't have to get hit by that merfolk anymore, or I could draw a couple cards, but if I draw a couple cards I'm taking damage. I forgot to eat the food. I forgot to eat the food. God damn it. Eat the food, big man. I want good blocks for that merfolk thing. Now we're just taking 2 a turn unless they kill our Curious Pair. Eye Collector. Well, that's 3 in the air. Taking 2 down to 11. There's the 5th mana, now we just get to play Opportunistic Dragon. Human or Artifact? They don't have a human or an artifact right now, that's sad. So do I just Searing Barrage instead? Just kill the fairy? Because I don't actually kill anything by playing the dragon, but I do make a good block. A good blocker. I'm just going to play the dragon. I have no way to know if they're going to play any humans or anything. So we'll just play the dragon as a blocker. See if they kill it or counter it or anything. Hopefully not. Return a non-land permanent. Return the Charmed Sleep so they can put it on the dragon. Heavy combos. So, we might have to Garruk and just kill a flyer. Just kill the 2/2 flyer? But then Garruk's down to 1 if they hit it. Oh boy. They had another animating fairy to make their food a 4/4. That's pretty big. Well, that worked out really poorly for us. Searing Barrage would have worked out much, much, much better. And now that they have another dude, if I Garruk and kill Animating Fairy, they'll have 3 attackers and I'll only have 2 blockers. Oh boy. Kind of want to just kill the fairy. I do not need the Rosethorn Acolyte, so I'm spending all the other mana. Because I don't need to deal 3 to them right now. Dealing 3 to them does not do a lot in the grand scheme of things. It's not worth tapping down one of my blockers for. Sir Conrad the Grim. That's pretty threatening. It's a really good combo with the Eye Collector, because now whenever the Eye Collector mills a creature, we're taking 1. So that like really speeds things up. So I can now cast Garruk and save all of my ground blockers up. So to just play Garruk and make some wolves. So if I play Garruk and I kill something, I guess I have to kill Sir Conrad now. It feels bad. I think that's just the play I have to make. Because if I kill Eye Collector, then I don't have enough blockers on the ground to stop a 4/4 and a 5/4. And if I just make the wolves instead, then that doesn't stop the Eye Collector problem as much. It's Eye Collector plus Sir Conrad that was terrifying there. Queen of Ice, tap down my Curious Pair. So they're gonna finish off Garruk here, which is fine. He did his job. It is sad though. Oh, they're just coming at me? Yeah, I was gonna say that seems probably wrong. Because if they just come at me, I can chump block that and then make 2/2/2 wolves. Actually, no, it's probably still fine to come at me because I don't have anything to get rid of that flyer. So I'm probably gonna die to the flyer. I don't know what's better here. Oh wow, I can keep Garruk if I just block that merfolk. Yeah, I mean this thing is none of its mana nonsense. I do go to 2 life if I do that. That's super dangerous. If I go to 2 life against 3 in the air, but I have a food. I have a food to gain 3 life, so I'll just stay at 2 life. It's probably overall better, because now I get a free blocker out of Garruk. And there we go, perfect. Looks like exactly what I needed right now. So, I think I play Dragonfire and Marrowleaf Rider rather than just playing the Tree Folk, so I can eat the food. And we're not casting Foreboding Fruit because that will deal 2 to me and I'm at 2. So that's just not going to happen. Queen of Ice. Alright. Tap down a wolf, I guess. Tap down... Oh wait, Queen of Ice doesn't tap anything when you cast it, just when you cast the adventure. Eye Collector's probably hitting Garruk. It's hitting me, okay. Super down with that jam. I'll take as many 2/2 wolves as I can get. Alright, and now we're up a net total of 1 life if I cast Fruit with triple black. Which, that is not triple black. That is triple black. So we'll gain 1 life off this, because we'll get a food that we get to sack and gain 1. There, oh my god. That's what we needed. Just spend all the mana here and get rid of the flyer, and we're kind of just set. Garruk's just gonna stabilize us so hard.
We are the apex predators.
Send those in, because if they block them, I'm just putting Garruk up. And I have more than enough blockers without them. So that's how we tick Garruk up, so that now he's at enough to destroy a creature and draw a card, even if they drop a bomb creature this turn. Midnight Clock. So that just adds mana right now, but eventually they can use that to shuffle their hand and graveyard into their library and draw 7. So we need to kill them before that thing goes off. That's something we really need to do. So we'll play a big old dude to do so. Oh boy. We're getting 2/2/2s a turn. We can definitely sacrifice creatures to sneak in some damage here. And if they kill any more of our wolves, then we get to kill one of their creatures, draw a card, and keep Garruk on the table. So I really want them to kill a wolf, is why I'm making this attack. If they don't kill a wolf, okay, I just hit them for 4. Cool. This clock is ticking up pretty fast. Needs 12 counters, it's already at 4. Third of the way there. Uh-oh, something that returns something from the grave, that could be pretty bad for me. Put any number of creatures on top of your library and draw a card. They just pick Sir Conrad, because I'm at 5 life, so Sir Conrad can very quickly try to kill us. Lance is really bad here. Whenever another creature dies, a creature is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield. Deals 1 to each opponent. So whenever a creature dies, it deals 1 to me. So if I just swing in here and I take like 2, maybe 3, I kind of feel like I have to sacrifice Garruk. Because Sir Conrad's just that big of an issue. He makes tacking basically impossible. Because they can make it so like 3 creatures die, but Sir Conrad doesn't die, and then just kill me next turn off Sir Conrad's ability. Oh, that feels bad. I'm just killing it. Rampart Smasher.
Let's see how sharp my axe is.
See if they draw a removal spell off the top. I'll go to 1 if they do so. Alright, block sack the food. They're dead on board by a lot. What do they draw? Land? I think we got there. I'm pretty sure. I don't think our counters can possibly go on that fast. Garruk's insane. That was brutal. So spoiler alert, Garruk Cursed Huntsman is a real card. 2 wins, no loss. We're off to a great start to the format. I was really unsure about playing a 3-color deck in a format that so incentivizes monocolored and just having a lot of a single color of mana, but if you have Garruk and Opportunistic Dragon, you should probably play them in the same deck. It's working out. Wow. So with this hand, like, we just hold on for dear life and hope Epic Downfall can keep us alive long enough? Not a huge fan of this one. I'm gonna mull. This is better. I actually play cards here. I think I have to get rid of Rampart Smasher. Definitely want to hit a forest with this hand. But I can deal with not hitting a forest for a little while. Especially if I just draw red and black cards, like that'll be fine. Like Foreboding Fruit. Play my dwarves here. I'll take that trade. If they have some kind of pump spell, I'll take that trade too. Just get it out of their hand. Oh. Adventure pump spells, however, those can like really get you, because they don't even really lose a card to play those. That was pretty bad. At least I've got the 2/3 out, so that 2/1 creature isn't going to matter. Just block it with a 3 toughness creature. Mysterious Pathlighter. Each creature control that has an adventure enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. Well, we kind of have to kill that like immediately. Yeah. Just gonna get that out of the way right now. And then let's get full value out of the Curious Pair. Since Rosethorn Acolyte isn't blocking next turn anyway, we'll use it to make a food token. Curious Pair will absolutely block that Shepherd, though. Next turn we can cast Foreboding Fruit for its Adamant cost, thanks to Rosethorn Acolyte giving us our 3rd black mana. Rosethorn, I'm calling it right now. Rosethorn Acolyte is like a high pick in this format if you're green. That is so helpful. Searing Barrage is a really good draw, but I don't think we have anything we need to barrage currently. Wicked Guardian. That's super nice too. Don't have the mana for it immediately, but we can cast that and draw a card thanks to either of these creatures if either of them are still on the board next turn. And they still don't have fantastic attacks. They do get to sneak in 3 damage this turn. Because if they don't have a pump spell, I would just block that Squire. Ooh, Ardenvale Tactician, tap both our dudes. Well, glad I tapped this earlier anyway, for that Adamant cost. That worked out well. Because there was definitely an argument to be made to just not do the Adamant, that way I'd have a 2-3 blocker for the 2-1 and a 1-3 blocker for the 3-1. We'll go ahead and sack a food while we have the mana. And can Searing Barrage a flyer, or I can Wicked Guardian, but I can't do both. I'm gonna Searing Barrage a flyer. Flyers are just good against this deck. We'll just have to kill it eventually. Should probably do it right now because I'm at 13 already, so I'm already not in a great spot. And this way I also just have the mana to sack the food next turn after blocks. Sir Conrad the Grim. Card was definitely terrifying in the last game, so it's kind of action. We take 2 damage if we do that because Sir Conrad, but we still gotta get that thing off the board. Sir Conrad is real. Go ahead and sack a food. I don't really have any usage for the foods other than just gaining life in this deck. Ooh, Escape to the Wilds? Is that better than just dropping Wicked Guardian right now? I don't think so, because Wicked Guardian is a confirmed 4 power, which makes it so Sir Conrad doesn't attack unless they deal with Wicked Guardian. So yeah, I'm going to play Wicked Guardian first and just draw a card off that. We can escape next turn. Twinvale Treefolk. I can turn my Wicked Guardian into a 6/4. It kind of feels better not to cast this and just save Rosethorn Acolyte, just untapped, to block Silverflame Squire just in case like that kind of attack happens. Plus, yeah, if it gets tapped, then they have no reason not to attack with Silverflame Squire. Trapped in the Tower. Can't attack, block, or use activated abilities for only 2 mana. That's pretty bad. Scorching Dragonfire only does 3 damage, unfortunately. Can just play a Treefolk and have another creature to try to trade with Sir Conrad, but I could also just do this. I want to Escape to the Wilds this turn. I want to see what we get. Hey, Garruk! Wow. Wow. Those are cards. Human Soldier, Human Knight. But if I say human, I'm going to lose a bunch of life off Sir Conrad. So maybe we just play Wicked Guardian and have a blocker for Conrad. I'm going to keep Wicked Guardian out just in case there's something where I'd want to sacrifice it. Epic Downfall is what I was looking for. That's so good right now. However, these cards are going to go away next turn, so I think I have to just cast Garruk and Epic Downfall and lose the rest. Another double Trapped in Tower to get me? I think I'm just dead. They got a pump spell here too, probably. Wow, that was brutal. Oh, next turn would have been fantastic. Like, I would have really came back into the game just like last round, but didn't get there. Opponent had a pretty sick amount of removal there. to pump in that final few damage. Just a really nice aggressive curve. Well, I have double Dragonfire to keep me alive till I hit green. I'm keeping this. I don't know if that's right, but I'm gonna keep it. Fairy Guide Mother. Sure. Flutterfox. The curve has begun. Probably dragon firing the Flutterfox. We'll see how this goes. Oh, they put the... Oh, it's in! Oh my god, yeah, you're right, there's the fox pet. What? I gotta go check the mastery tree after this then. Opponent is really curving out on us. Like, hard. Green mana. Oh. We're gonna die. That's okay, that gives us time to put the fox on. Now if I Dragonfire, it's possible that they can just pump spell and blow me out. I'm gonna do it anyway. Cool. Fierce Witchstalker. 4/4, when it enters the battlefield, create a food. This card seems really good. Just 4 mana, 4/4 trample, and get a food. Seems gas. We will definitely be Searing Barraging that next turn, and we can just naturally have Adamant from our basic lands. No blocks. Stone Coil Serpent. 5/5, reach, trample, protection from multicolored. Well, okay then. God. We're kind of just dead. Now I have to barrage that thing, or play a Tree Folk and just block that thing. So I'm taking 5 next turn, like confirmed. I'm gonna barrage that thing, because that leads up into next turn... Well, that leads into next turn Tree Folk. And if I next turn Tree Folk is big enough to block the Witch Stalker and survive. Come on, no more cards in hand. All basics. All lands, nothing else. Come on. We're taking 5. Whatever's in their hand is probably instant speed. Oh wait, no, they have a food token. Never mind. Turn just keeps stopping for the food tokens. Charming Prince. 2 mana, 2/2. Enters the battlefield. Scry 2 or gain 3 life or exile a creature you own, return it to the battlefield. So, they can get a food token, or they can just gain the 3 life immediately, or they can scry 2. I think the only option that isn't actually good here would be getting another food token. Unless they have ways to sacrifice it and stuff like that. Alright, save us, Tree Folk. Save us, Tree Folk. I need your help for blocking Witch Stalkers. However, they probably just scried something lethal to the top. Fairy Guide Mother is already... That's a 5-turn clock right now. What on earth is this? Let's see. Weird. Weird. I'm perplexed by that one right there. Actually, seems a little risky, but if I play the Mana Leaf Rider, I can... Well, no I can't, because that thing's going to be tapped, so I can't make it, so it has to block it. Never mind. Yeah, we're just playing Curious Pair. Food indeed. Food indeed, Ryvoke. We're definitely eating this food. I am not attacking this turn. Still need to block that Witch Stalker. I just wanted to gain 3 life and make this clock slower. Then I'll play... then I'll start attacking, getting in there. Alright, I have no idea what's going on with these attacks. But now I have to just block with the Tree Folk. What kind of nonsense do you have? 3 to a creature to finish that thing off. Okay. Now I know. Now I know what the attacks are. I'm gonna go ahead and sack my food now. Ooh, Escape to the Wilds? Kind of like that more than just playing the Tree Folk immediately, because it could get me an answer to the Guide Mother. I mean, at 6 life, we probably just outrace it, just playing a Tree Folk and attacking all in this turn. I don't know. I really like casting this card. Because this card's nonsense. This card is just straight nonsense. There it is. See? That's why you cast it. That's why you cast it. You always get this. And now we just win, because we have like 5,000 cards. Escape from the Wilds. Pretty insane. Wandermare. Whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, put a +1/+1 counter on Wandermare. Cool. And they're going to go ahead and pick up a little knight. Cool. We're going to play these cards because they will be gone after this turn. It's our last chance to play them. And... just drop everything out. There's the Unicorn, which means that the Wandermare is a 4/4 now. So where's the best place to put the Twin Veil Treefolk counters? Because now I have more than enough time to get as much value out of all my cards as possible by doing stuff like casting that adventure. I feel like I just put them on the Smasher and just have a 7/7 go to town. Because then the only way they can kill it is if they let me kill their Wandermare and their Unicorn. I could be wrong here, but I'm going to do it. Just go to town. Yarg. Yeah, I don't want to trade my 4/2 for a 2/2. Or my 3/1 for a 2/2. So just that is going to go in there. Epic Downfall. Well then. I'm going to save that. Save that for next turn. In case they play something scarier, because right now we don't really need to kill anything. Rose Thorn Acolyte. Of their own. Pretty much looks like we got this in the bag then. Feels good. Wicked Guardians have been really good. Right. Play that nonsense. This can't be blocked by knights. Are any other things knights? Actually, that token's a knight. So they could have blocked and killed it last turn with the horse plus unicorn, but then they lose those. Yeah, I don't know if we actually have lethal here, and these games don't actually like matter super whole lot, so I'm just gonna play all my nonsense. Play all my nonsense to have a good defense and just get in there with the smasher. Alright, there we go. We played all our nonsense. I think we actually just attack with everybody now. Everyone except Curious Pair. Just finish this one up. Gain a few life, back up to 10. Kill some 4/2s and a 3/1. Go to 3. Dude, imagine if they had that mythic rare giant that destroys all non-giant creatures. Then it's like, well, my 7/7's a giant. So it's like even that wouldn't solve it. Oh wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? It's been an hour. It's time for a giveaway. If anyone would be interested in 1000 experience for the Throne of Eldraine Mastery Tree, which should be live on Thursday, then head over to my Twitch if you're watching on YouTube and type into the chat whatever that giant's name is. I'm just gonna say giant. Bam! Giveaway started. So if you hop over to twitch.tv/gauntletx and then type into the chat giant, you will be entered in for a giveaway to win 1000 experience for your Throne of Eldraine Mastery Tree. And if Ryvoke is the only person who enters, then Ryvoke will get 1000 experience for their Throne of Eldraine Mastery Tree. Thanks to Wizards of the Coast, they sent everybody streaming a bunch of codes to give away as well while they're streaming. Give everybody a little head start on the new Mastery Tree when it pops up. Free experience sounds good? Oh, it's 100% free if you're the only one who enters. So I'm gonna give it a little while here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and reboot the game because we just played against someone with a fox, but I can't get a fox because I only have the core set mastery. So I'm gonna reboot the game and see if that adds the fox mastery tree, because I want the fox. So we'll just see here while we're waiting on the giveaway. See if this will solve it. I hope it does. Isn't the pet under profile? Well, yeah, if you have the pet. But you get the pet by picking up the Eldraine Mastery Tree, I think. That's the way that you get it normally. Maybe they just gave everyone the pet and nothing else. That would be, that could be a thing. Yeah, maybe, I mean, let's see. Oh, they just gave us the pet. I didn't even have to reboot. What on earth am I doing? Thank you for that suggestion, Ryvoke. We got the pet. But since the Mastery Tree isn't up, we don't get to be Guruk then. Still, though. Which is sad.
Oh, I'm gonna hunt you down.
Right? Because if I go to store, how do I get him? Yeah, he's just not there. It tells me to go to the store, but he's not there. Because the Mastery Pass is not quite ready, it looks like. But it will be on Thursday. Well, let me head back to the chat. They might give it to you to show it off. Yeah, that would make sense. We're going to end the giveaway. I'm pretty sure Ryvoke won. Yeah, the winner is Ryvoke. So, I will go ahead and whisper Ryvoke. Oh, a Tatsuo! Oh my god, no, 1 second too late. Oh my god. Oh my god, Zavart! All the people are here. Oh my god, I am so sorry about that. You know what? You know what? Ryvoke won that one, but I have 18 codes to give away. I was planning on doing them just once an hour, but I'm not going to be streaming for, like, that many hours. So I will be giving some away on YouTube and videos. I'm going to go ahead and just do another one, like, right now. Yeah, the YouTube delay is a bit long. I would definitely recommend for anybody watching on YouTube to hop over to Twitch. That is something that I noticed while streaming to YouTube. So the reason that I simul-stream to YouTube is because I have a little bit of a following there just from the videos. But I think after this event, I'm going to split off and start just doing my videos on YouTube and make just a big video announcement telling everybody if they want to see me streaming, I'm just going to start streaming exclusively on Twitch because it's just simpler on the back end, and Twitch works a lot better for real-time interaction kind of stuff because the YouTube delay is pretty long on the video and stuff like that. Most of the time.
Nice.
Thank you for the follow, Spud Muffin. I will be doing another giveaway right now if you want to enter. I'm going to go ahead and just drop it down right now. We're going to do a Garuk giveaway. But yeah, as I said before, I've got like 18 codes to give away, so I can do 2 on the hour this hour, and then the rest of the hours I'll just do 1 giveaway. So I'm going to go ahead and... I forgot how to whisper on Twitch. Please use the whisper window for whispers. Where's the whisper window? I'm trying to give people free stuff from Wizards. What do you mean use the whisper window? I'm so confused. Ryvoke, I'm trying. I'm trying to get you your stuff. Block report? There's no whisper option when I click on your name. Whispers are disabled in pop-out chat. Well, that explains that. That's some nonsense right there. Let me just go open my own Twitch channel. You guys are probably going to hear some audio here from my own video. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. There we go. There's the whisper window. Okay, so I'm going to send you your code. And just so you all know, these codes, as they are 1,000 experience for the Eldraine Mastery Tree, will not be usable until Thursday, when the Eldraine Mastery Tree is live. So just keep that code, copy it, save it on a notepad somewhere or something, or just pull open your Whisper menu again on Thursday, and you can put that into the store in the Redeem Code menu, pick up 1,000 EXP, get you started on the new Mastery Tree. So I'm going to go ahead and end this giveaway and see who won the next one. Unrecognized command. What? Oh, I did the wrong thing. My bad. And the winner is Zavart092. So I will go ahead and send you one, and I'm sure there's like there's plenty to go around. We'll probably get you one by the end, unless a gigantic stack of people show up at Tatsuo. Not so lucky today. Yeah, feels bad. Feels bad. Okay, I'm so confused. I think I got it. I think I've got it now. Here's the code. Bam. And as I said before, just make sure to get that code saved down so you can use it on Thursday, because you can't use it immediately because the Eldraine Mastery Tree does not exist right now. But there we go. We did a couple giveaways. What was your Twitch stream, please? It is twitch.tv/gomletx. It is It's just the same name, twitch.tv/GauntletX. Go out of work in 5 hours. I hope in that time you'll get it. I hope so as well. Best of luck to everybody in the giveaways. The next giveaway I will go ahead and do at noon Central Time, so that'll be in 36 minutes. Because I went really late on the first giveaway because I forgot about it because I was so excited just playing sealed. So, we're going to stay on point with those from now on. Yeah, it's good, Zavart. That's what the codes are for. Spreading the love around. We should honestly just be thanking Wizards. Wizards of the Coast. Because I don't believe they sent a bunch of giveaway codes in the last event. But now they were like, you know what? Let's give a bunch of codes to all the viewers as well. Another hand where I really need green. I'm going to actually mulligan this one. There we go. Any hand with a Rose Thorn and the mana to cast it is good. In this deck. Rhino VIP. Is that MTG Young Mage? I don't know. MTG Young Mage goes by Rhino pretty often, but I don't know if that's their Twitch name. Or their Arena VIP name. That would be pretty cool. That's part of the fun in the streaming events too, is every once in a while you'll play against somebody that I actually know. Savvy Hunter. Whenever it attacks or blocks, create a food token. Sacrifice 2 foods, draw a card. That seems like a very good card. A very good card. I guess I let them get a food token. If I want to play a creature this turn, I let them get a food token. And if I Epic Downfall this turn, I don't have a valid target for Wicked Guardian. So I guess we're just playing Rose Thorn? Because I really want a Wicked Guardian next turn? Or I want a Wicked Guardian quickly. More so than I want to stop that damage. This card seems really good. I like that a lot. Foreboding Fruit. Draw a couple cards. Take a damage. So if I don't Epic Downfall right now... Yeah, if I don't Epic Downfall right now, they're going to get a second food, and if they get a second food, they get to sack it and draw a card, so I'm just going to kill the Savvy Hunter right now. Stop them from at least drawing cards off of it, even if they get to gain life off it. And then we have multiple creatures that are valid targets for Wicked Guardian next turn. Oh, Jesus. That's very, very good. When it enters the battlefield, fight a creature you don't control, and they can sack a food to put a +1/+1 counter on it and give it indestructible until end of turn. Tap it. Hello, Quad Virgo. How is it going? That's terrifying. So that gets to be a 4/4 indestructible if it eats. Which is pretty good. I'm just going to play Wicked Guardian and draw a card here. Not a great card. But we have Escape to the Wilds at the ready to draw plenty more.
Nice.
Thank you for the follow, Rednick90. Thank you for the follow. See what else they've got here. A single Wicked Wolf is already pretty terrifying against what I currently have, but probably after playing Escape to the Wilds we'll have something that can deal with it. Just get one of our 5/5s and we'll be good, because currently that wolf can get to a 4/4 at the largest. If they play a decent amount of other token producers, though, this could be very, very bad. So let's hope they don't get any more food for that hungry thing. Uh-oh. Shouldn't have said a word. They have now created another food token. I don't think that they'll be using that to throw food at me. I think they'll probably just be using it on the Wicked Wolf. But it's worth remembering they can now just throw poisonous apples at me for 3 life. Food. This is a cool deck I'm playing against. I really didn't get that many token producers. Our opponent's got, like, food.deck. Whoa! Spud Muffin, what's up? Thank you for the subscription. I was not expecting subscribers. I never really do, but I do appreciate it. You're my 2nd subscriber ever. So my subscription notification is still a little bit obnoxious, because I made it ridiculous for the first one, and then I just didn't take the time to change it because I was like, nobody's gonna sub. But yeah, thank you very much, Spud Muffin. That's pretty dope. I don't think I'm blocking here. If I block, I do get to force them to spend a food right now, but that doesn't really help me at all. I'm trading a food token for a Wicked Guardian. You feel welcome? Well, I'm glad. Listen, however long the subscription notification is, you have to admit it's a fantastic song. Gets everybody pumped. If we gotta hear that for 30 seconds when someone wants to sub, that's totally fine with me. Scorching Dragonfire's great. It's actually not perfect though. Since they have 2 foods, they can still save it. Like, if I block now and they sack a food to save it and then I Scorching Dragonfire, they can just sack a 2nd food, which is pretty bad. I guess I want to escape, because these cards don't really help me all that much right now. I'm facing down a 5/5 practically indestructible. It's your ringtone? Yeah. That's definitely worthy of a ringtone, that song right there. Wow, Scorching Dragonfire. Garruk. Now we have double Dragonfire. We don't have it immediately though, we only have 3 mana. Which is rough. If we had double Dragonfire immediately, we could get rid of that wolf. Garruk can also get rid of the wolf. But Garruk just making 2/2s makes me more than enough blockers for that wolf forever. So I suppose I want to Scorching Dragonfire the Lost Legion? Maybe? I do want to cast Scorching Dragonfire before my next turn, because I'm spending my mana next turn on Garruk. Ryvoke! It's back! It's Screaming Cowboy Man, he's back at it again. Thank you, Ryvoke, this is insane. You guys are ridiculous, thank you for the sub. Oh, I did remember though. I think it's the last day of September, so you can get half off subs if you're doing a non-Amazon Prime sub. So that's pretty cool. Thank you guys so much. We do need some music, because we're not in a great position here. It does feel mildly bad. We're just going to take that to the face, because once we start getting 2/2 wolves, we'll just have chump blockers for that forever. So I think we just allow Wicked Wolf to do whatever it wants. Just make a deal with the wolf. Ironically enough, we're going to use the Huntsman to stop the wolves, which is hilarious. Wicked Guardian, that's pretty good. They're going to draw a card here. You guys are ridiculous. Thank you guys so much. 2 subs in like 2 minutes. I just want to kill that high power thing. That's the scariest thing outside of the wolf. Actually, no, that was wrong. That was wrong. I should have killed Lost Legion, because, yeah, my wolves are 2/2s, so they block a 4/2 really well. I'm a little bit flustered right now. I'm thinking about thinking about the lovely subbers and viewers. It's kind of insane. It's actually totally fine that I did it that way, though, because I have the 2nd Dragonfire as backup.
You're not scared of dogs, are you?
If I end up having to kill that Lost Legion. I don't want to have to, though. I could have just killed that thing, got it out of the way earlier. I doubt I'm blocking with Acolyte, so we'll just play a big old 1/5 reach. And that's actually helpful right now, because I can block Wicked Wolf with that, and they'll have to sacrifice both of their food tokens if they want to kill Spider to make the Wicked Wolf a 5/5. If they don't do that, Spider can just block the wolf forever now, and I don't even have to lose a creature. So yeah, Spider's actually nice. Especially since they just threw a food at me. Now Wicked Wolf is at largest 4/4. However, if they get enough food tokens, it won't matter how many blockers I have, because this Witch could just drain me to death. So we may end up in a spot where we have to Dragonfire the Witch instead. I hope not. We also have Garruk's minus ability that we can use. We just have a lot of options here. We can use Garruk to draw a card and kill a dude. Just flat out kill anything. Oh, we gotta look at the fox. Why all of the pets are sleeping? I don't know why. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to click to change his color. Because I'm clicking right now. He changed color when I clicked. But, whoa, what is this thing? I think that's like a double regrowth. Return a card from your graveyard to your hand, put another one from your graveyard on top of library. If 3, put them both in your hand. Okay, so it's a double regrowth. They put fruit back in their hand. I think that was it, because we actually exiled all the other creatures, because Scorching Dragonfire is ridiculous. That seems pretty good. We have lots of options right now. I'm going to draw a card before anything else. That was the wrong auto tap. Should not have let auto tapper do it, because now we can't cast Reality Smasher. We should have tapped another swamp there and had Reality Smasher mana up. I'll have to tap Rosethorn to cast Rampart Smasher. Slaying Fire. We have so many burn spells in this thing. I kind of like just making this field giant.
Stay on the trail.
Like, now I can attack with Wicked Guardian, and I trade with Lost Legion, or kill the wolf thanks to saving up an instant speed spell to kill it. And then, if I don't have to kill the wolf right now, I can just like Scorching Dragonfire the Tempting Witch, so I don't have to deal with any more food getting thrown at me if that happens. Okay, trading with Lost Legion. If I just target Witch right now, they get to do a food. So I'm going to save these still at instant speed. Even if I cast one right now, they get to throw a food at me. So I'll just do this in response to them making more food if they make more food. And if they don't make more food, I can kill the Wicked Wolf. Because then the 1/3 doesn't matter. If they don't have food out to throw at me, I'm not so scared of this. And my field's pretty insane. Have me draw 2 cards and lose 2 life and make a food. I like the play. I definitely like the idea here. But it's not going to work because I'm going to kill that witch before they can throw the food at me. So they wanted to do 2 to me and then do 3 to me with the food token with the witch. I should have probably cast Slaying Fire as well there. Kill the wolf while I still could. That was a little bit of an oops. But not a big deal. But I did like, that was an interesting line from our opponent. I do appreciate that a lot. That was a cool combo. 2 to me and then 3 more from the food token. Thanks to Adamant. Actually just not gonna cast Slaying Fire right now then. Wow, this deck is ridiculous. Keep making wolves, man. I still don't have to kill anything.
We are the apex predators.
Attack like that. Worst case scenario here, they eat one of my wolves and the other one trades. And that puts Garruk to 6, which makes it very, very lethal next turn, because when this dies, Garruk gets a counter, and I get to make the trample emblem go ridiculous here. Alright, that is fine. Down to 12. Garruk's up to 6. Now, I guess I foreboding fruit myself? That seems mildly dangerous, but that's what makes it fun. Go to 1, we gotta save 2 mana up, make sure that we can eat this food whenever we need to. I'm actually just gonna eat this food right now, before they could like respond by killing me. There's nothing in mono green that's gonna kill us at instant speed for 1 mana right now. Hornet Sting is not in this set, so we'll pass and just save up all these burn spells in case something goes very wrong. Because yeah, we've got 5 mana up, we can cast... oh no, destroy... Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Our opponent's deck is sick. Really good food-based synergies here, and Murderous Rider is a very strong card. But our deck is sick too, let's be honest. Our deck is not exactly what you would call fair either. So I can make sure both those creatures are tapped, so they just die. So that's what I'll do. Because if they sack a food to put a counter on it, it also gets tapped. So if I Slaying Fire the Wolf, they now have no blockers, and they take 13. They're actually already dead on board. I have 12 attacking power. Yep. There's the scoop. That was a little bit of a rocky game at the very start. That wolf put in a powerful position at the start, but we just managed to draw a lot of cards and some bomby cards because we have Garruk. I think we cast our Enter the Wilds there as well, which has been putting in so much work. Card's just actually insane. Just draw 5. Nikolai Bolas is our opponent this round. Love this new Garruk. Yeah, it's really fun. This hand's ridiculous. I mean, it's not that insane, because Escape to the Wilds is really at its best when you have, like, more mana up. So, like, just dropping out on turn 5 can sometimes end a little poorly, like, theoretically. Because you could drop it out on turn 5 and then just not have the mana to cast everything you get from it. But, like, this hand is so powerful, and it has all of our mana and a ramp spell. Like, hand is still ridiculous. Two forests. I would like to play against some monocolored decks. That would be pretty cool. I think it's a lot more of an actual strategy that you could do in draft than in sealed, because in sealed, you know, you can't force your sealed pool to have enough cards to go just monocolored. Excuse me, I'm just going to take that. I'm going to save Scorching Dragonfire, because it could probably kill something better than that. Like a Malevolent Noble, is that better? Second artifact or creature, put a counter on it. Whenever you cast a spell that has an adventure, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Or +1/+1 until end of turn. I don't know which is better, but now I want to kill one of them, that way I can actually block with the Acolyte. They have to sacrifice stuff to get towards the Noble, so I'm gonna kill the one that's that you have to pay mana and sacrifice something, because it's less likely they get to immediately attack into me with that one. All they'd have to do to attack in with the other one is just play like a random adventure creature. Savvy Hunter. That's really good when you have stuff to work with food tokens like Malevolent Noble. Alright, well, it's Savvy Hunter again. I'm going to Escape to the Wilds. We get to play an additional land to ramp up. At worst here. The next turn. Wow, we just get to name human and just nut. That's ridiculous. Creatures of the type of your choice get -3/-3 each line of turn. Alright, I choose human. There goes your field. Wow. Am I going to try some decks? I'm not much of a constructed player, so I think I'm pretty much just going to play sealed and some drafts. I might do a little bit of constructed. Definitely not while they have drafts active, because they're only doing drafts for a very limited amount of time. So I'm going to do drafting the entire time they allow drafting. But I might get bored of sealed eventually and just play some nonsense. We'll see. Human. Pretty good draw. And now we're going to play 7 dwarfs so that we can basically draw a card there, because if we don't play 7 dwarfs, it gets exiled forever, like Searing Barrage is about to, which is slightly sad. To be fair, this deck almost looks constructed. It really does. This sealed pool was pretty nuts. Oh no! Oh, they got the giant off of that. Rats you control have menace and 2 mana tap, create a rat. That's pretty good. Well, say hello to Garuk. So he says, what up, how's it going? No attacks. We're blocking if they attack Garuk. And then we're going to just play a bunch of 2/2s for the rest of this game. Yep. Yep, that seems fair. That seems... 2 2/2s a turn, like, come on. That's a ridiculous card. Alright, 5 wins. Are we just going to 7-win our first Eldraine run? I would certainly hope so. We definitely have a very high potential to just lose because of mana issues. We are playing 3-color in a format with not a lot of mana fixing. We do have 2 Rosethorn Acolytes, but that's all we got. So yeah, hands like this are definitely capable of happening. I am going to mulligan this one. Ooh, wow, that's worse. That's definitely worse. These are all like 4 mana and up. We've only got 2 lands. We're going to have to mull to 5. Not feeling super hot this one. We do have double removal spells now, and we can cast either of those off of Rosethorn Acolyte's Seasonal Ritual. So I think we get rid of Twinvale Treefolk and a land here. Because if we just keep drawing forests, we're not in a great spot. So we really need to draw mountains or swamps. And mountains and swamps are just as good draws with or without the 3rd forest in his hand. So I think we roll like that. And this allows us to cast either of these removal spells in the early game. Mulling to 5 doesn't feel great. But it was literally exactly what I just said can happen with this deck, so if we're about to get one of our losses, that seems fair enough. That is the downside to these decks. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's terrifying. I'm gonna just kill that thing right now. That's just a fast little aggressive monster. It's Robin Hood. Reach haste. If a defending player has more cards in hand than you, exile the top card of your library, and you can cast it for its mana cost, using mana as any color. Yeah, that's really good. I'm glad I exiled that thing. Thank you, Rosethorn Acolyte, for saving us the early game here. Beanstalk Giants is gonna come up sometime. We've got an epic downfall for that guy. Not if they have multiple other threats. 2 mana 2/2 when it attacks another attacking creature gets +X/+X where X is its power. Well, I can't kill that because it doesn't have CMC 3 or greater. So I think we're just getting mana'd out of this game. Which is definitely the downside of our deck. Well, now we're alive, potentially, for a tiny bit. And they have to have a backup pump spell or removal spell in order to attack with Sir Farron to get extra damage in, because otherwise I just block their 2/2 with our 2/3. Drawing that a land immediately made things look nowhere near as bad, but they're still bad overall. Burning Yard Trainer. That makes things awful. Oh, wow. +2/+2 trample haste. Now that's a 4/4. When it attacks, they give +4/+4 to another thing. And Joust to fight our mana. Oh my god, look at this attack. 15! Whoa. Wow, we just got demolished. That was brutal. That was a really well-made deck there. That is one way to kill us before we can draw our lands. That was strong. I'm just going to play a Spore Cap Spider. I mean, what else are we going to do? Just play a 1/5. It blocks as best as possible. Oh my god, they had removal for it too. Do that final 3 damage. The classic still had all these. Well, the Multi-5 into mono no mana. Sadly, I'm going to have to leave for a couple hours. Good luck with the games. Alright, have a good one, Ryvoke. Whatever you're doing. I hope you have fun. Have a good time. And I will almost definitely be here when you're back. And if things come up and you're unable to come back, that's cool. There will be the video recording of this whole thing if you want to watch it later. And if not, of course I will be streaming at other times. We've got plenty of time to hang out elsewhere. In other times. What is like elsewhere but for time? Just another time? We need a word for that, because that doesn't sound that cool. Another time. Whenever you draw your second card, it gets +1/+1 first strike till end of turn. I'm not just gonna kill that. That's a weird card. So they have to have draw power in order for that to be really good. Bone Crusher Giant. It's gonna kill our 3/1, and now they've got a 4/3 to drop down. Whenever it becomes a target of a spell, it deals 2 to that spell's controller. This card right here is gonna be brutal in mono red decks. Elsewhen is actually an archaic word that exists. That's very cool. That's very, very cool. Wow, learned something new. If they cast the Bone Crusher Giant, I think I'm just going to Scorching Dragonfire the Bone Crusher Giant. It is going to do 2 more damage to me since I'm targeting it, but thing's kind of scary. Yep. And then hopefully they don't have another removal spell to deal with Rampart Smasher. And if we just draw a second Rampart Smasher, I mean, if they kill the first one, there's more where that came from. I think you might have heard it in an old poem or story or something. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool word. Cool word. Elsewhen. Clockwork Servant. That's another card I like a lot. Just these little artifacts with Adamant I think are going to be really good in draft for allowing monocolor nonsense to exist. Epic Downfall. Pretty good draw. Doesn't kill anything right now, but it can deal with spooky stuff later. Just going to send in and play another Rampart Smasher here. Alright, they're killing one with a Searing Barrage. And just getting in, cracking back. Draw a card off this. Not exactly what I'm looking for. So I can put him to 10 and then take 3, go to 6. It's probably safer to just leave this guy back for a little bit. Try and win by just drawing more cards with more Wicked Guardians. Witching Well. That's going to allow them to draw 2 cards in 1 turn, put another counter on that Fairy Vandal. Or put the first counter on that Fairy Vandal. They can even wait and draw the 2 cards during my turn, and it still counts as 2 counters. Well, as 1 counter on that thing. Scorching Dragonfire is a fantastic draw. That's going to make sure I can deal with that nonsense. I'm actually kind of worried. They have a bunch of mana up. So, like, if I shoot our Rampart Smasher, it's possible they have their own Scorching Dragonfire, which could just be bad for us. If we Wicked Guardian it. I'm actually going to send in this turn as well, because I'm probably casting a Wicked Guardian this turn. Alright, I'm going to let them have it if they have it, because I do want to draw a card. And now that I'm not taking anything in the air, I'm not so scared. Didn't say please. I mean, that's accurate. Kind of rough. Oh, and they hit our -3/-3 thing. That could have been good. Oh, I forgot to play land. Oops. And block there. See if they seriously have another counter. Take 3 from the Wolverine. Okay. Kill our giant. Now they just have a Wolverine out. 7 dwarves. It's actually really bad, because they get to draw an additional card this turn, and the Wolverine will be a 3/2 first strike when they do that, which I can't block with the dwarfs. Or they just won't do that. That's cool with me. Kind of have to kill the Griffin and put counters on the dwarfs, so now it doesn't matter if they give first strike. That was a very good draw. Twin Veil Tree Folk, all up in this. I'm surprised that Witching Well has stayed out here as long as it has. They just haven't had the time to draw the cards, I guess. Needed that mana for other stuff, like counter spells and all that. Can't be blocked. Target non-human creature just can't be blocked, period? Oh, that's insane. So when that attacks, they attack with the turtle, and then they make a Wolverine just unblockable entirely. Seems good. Seems pretty good. At least by having a 6/5 out, I get to block and kill the merfolk. Yeah, can't attack here. We're just on the blocking plan. But they do get to hit us for 3 by attacking with the Mistford River Turtle and making Wolverine unblockable. They could also make Robber of the Rich. No, they can't, because it's a human. Never mind. Thank goodness for that. So yeah, they get to hit us for 3 this turn, but we get to kill the turtle if they do that. I'm very scared right now. This is a close game.
No.
Thank you for the follow, Atatsuo. We're like 2 minutes from the next giveaway, so as soon as this game's over, we'll be doing the next 1000 XP giveaway, and hopefully you'll win that one. Maybe the following was going to give you some good luck. No attacks. That's an awful draw. Oh god! I'm just going to leave this in my hand and hope that they think it's a good draw now. We've got 18 cards left in here. We've still got Garruk and Into the Wilds we could draw. That would be both super gas. We can also draw lands. Those are also cards that are still in our deck. Whenever him or an instant or sorcery deals... Oh, whenever her or an instant or sorcery you control deals damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You can play it this turn. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think we're flipping it at coming back from the brink. I think we're just dead. They get to poke us for 1, put us down to 5, and cast the top card of their library. they also get to give something unblockable and attack with it, so they can put us to very, very low. Like right now. At least they just hit a mountain. No, stop! I think we're losing this one. Pretty sure we're losing this one. Witching Well, yeah. That's actually just GG. I can only block... I guess not quite. Not quite, that puts us to 1 life, because they can attack with the turtle, make one of the Wolverines unblockable. So that puts us to 1. Because we can block everything except whichever Wolverine they make unblockable. Lock Dragon when it enters the battlefield or attacks, discard a card, draw a card. Seems very nice. You're too late. It's too late, man. It's too late. I mean... yeah, because if I kill Lock Dragon, they ping me for 1. If I kill Lock Dragon, they ping me for 1. I'm at 3 life. They attack with Mistford and a Wolverine. And I go to 1 if they have nothing else in their hand that can draw a card. But then they still have this nonsense on the board. If I shoot that thing down, they hit me for 3 in the air, and I die to making something else unblockable. If I kill that thing, I take 3 in the air plus the 1 ping. I have to kill the dragon. I have to kill the dragon. That's my only option. And it's unlikely that I survive next turn. But it's technically possible. Why do we have to draw the 1/5 reach after I kill the flyer? Now if I killed Sarkara, I'd be in a possibly advantageous spot. That feels bad. Draw the reach card right after you kill the flyer. I think that's game. Kill the Acolyte, and then I only have 3 blockers. Oh, especially with the Wolverines. Now they don't even have to, they can just attack with a Turtle and a Wolverine. Since they drew a card this turn. Well, that was sad. Please, let my dwarf man get this. They're not going to. Let's just block the turtle with everybody. Send a message. Send a message. Alright, well, that is going to end that game there. So it is time for another giveaway. Wizards of the Coast has sent all of the streamers in the Eldraine streaming event a bunch of giveaway codes for 1,000 experience to hand out during the stream. So I'm going to be doing one of these every hour. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure to head to twitch.tv/gomletx. That is where the giveaway is taking place. So head over to twitch.tv/gomletx, because over there I have a bot that can randomly pick somebody who enters the giveaway to give them 1,000 experience for the Eldraine Mastery Pass. So whoever wins this giveaway, just so you know, you will redeem the code in the store like you redeem any code, but you cannot redeem it until Throne of Eldraine is actually out. So you'll have to wait until Thursday for that.
Nice.
But that is a thing. Oops, I forgot to actually say what we should call the giveaway name. And the winner is a Tatsuo. What just happened? What? I didn't even do a giveaway. Oh, if I click giveaway again, then it just picks another winner to the last giveaway. Okay, I'm sorry, Tatsuo, that technically doesn't count. But you'll probably win. You'll probably win. Let's say, what did we lose to this game? Card draw? Wolverines. We lost to Wolverines. We're gonna name the giveaway Wolverine. There we go. New giveaway started. And while that is happening, while everybody is entering in this nonsense, ready to get donked on by blue-white control this Sunday? What's up, Captain Content? Are you just saying you're going to play the pre-release and you're going to confirm to play blue-white control no matter what? Or do you have a blue-white control deck and you want to play me in Commander or something? It doesn't. These packs don't matter. All of the VIP accounts just have a whole collection. But for people who like pack openings, we're just gonna open some packs while everybody's entering Wolverine in the chat. You're breaking my heart, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a little awkward. That was my bad on that for sure. You're glad blue-white has lost big Teferi, at least hated that control deck. Yeah, little Teferi is so obnoxious, though. It kind of sucks that little Teferi is going to be around for so long. Like, little Teferi is a card that's so good that it's main deckable as a 4-of, and it straight up shuts off a bunch of strategies while doing plenty of other stuff. Just in the main deck. I don't know. 3 Fairy is, in my opinion, the most obnoxious card in Standard now. Now that Big Teferi's rotated out for sure. You love Little Teferi? Are you a degenerate? Yes. And you should feel bad. So Captain Content, if you play Magic Arena at all, we're doing a giveaway right now. If you type in Wolverine, you can enter into the giveaway. And the winner of the giveaway gets 1,000 experience for the Eldraine Mastery Pass, which is basically just a level up on the next Mastery Pass. And if you don't play Magic Arena, you should try it, if your computer is good enough, because it's fun. It is very fun. Remember Dominaria? First pack Teferi, then 5 Arcane Flight. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. You said, I'm pretty sure you even said before that you were going to play blue-white control, and then you just opened Teferi at the Dominaria pre-release. That was ridiculous, Captain. That was ridiculous. What is this? This is like the baby tree. Account master. This is like for new accounts tree. Why is this still here? Apparently I'm level 25 now, if that's a thing. Oh my god, my vault progress is 690%. VIP accounts are insane. Look at this. I don't even need wildcards though, because they gave me all the cards for VIPs. Just so you all know, so you're not super jelly, the VIP accounts are literally only for the streaming event that's happening right now. It's not like Wizards gave me every single card in the game forever. My regular account has gotten nothing from Wizards. Oh, you said you didn't want to play blue-white control? Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a while and my memory's pretty rough. Alright, we opened all of the random nonsense on this account. Let's go ahead and end that giveaway. Come on, a Tatsuo. It's gotta be for a Tatsuo. He's been trying. He's been trying. Let's see. Imagine a Tatsuo just doesn't win all day. Skulls for the Skull Throne. You have won the 3rd giveaway. And you know what? A Tatsuo, I have a lot of these coats. I have 18 of these things. It said you won a giveaway because I put in a misclick. I'm going to send you a code as well because I really don't want the feel bad of if you happen to just not win the whole time, even though the thing said that you won. So I'm going to send you a code as well, Tatsuo. We're going to give you that victory. Also, so you don't have to like stick around forever if you don't want to, just trying over and over and over again when it said that you won. It said you won the giveaway. I should give you the code. So that was on me, so I'm going to send you a code as well. So we're going to go ahead and get these whispers out of the way. Skulls for the Skull Throne. Bam. And as I'm sending these out, just remember, redeem them in the store in the redeem code sections, but you cannot redeem them yet. You can redeem them on Thursday after Throne of Eldraine is out. After the Mastery Tree is on, then you'll get that Surgeon experience. Wait a second. Is it Tatsuo or is it El Tatsuo? Have I been saying it wrong the whole time? Oops. Alright. Let me send you the code here. Let's see, I've sent out... I gotta check which ones I sent out. Sent out the one with A, sent out the one with Z. Sent out the one with O, so I'm on the 4th one, which is this one right here. That one goes to a Tatsuo, or El Tatsuo. I don't want to be incorrect about this. Boop! You have got a code at the ready for the future. Cool! Lord Tatsuo. Alright, so it's El Tatsuo. Lord Tatsuo. I'll just call you Lord Tatsuo from now on, if that is what you prefer to be called. As your username. I don't know when the draft start. I don't want to be in the middle of a sealed when drafting happens. But I guess it's gonna happen. Let's hop into another sealed here, because it's not telling me when the drafts happen. Come on, cool stuff. Wow, I'm going to go take a short little break. I'm just going to leave this screen right here, and I'll be right back. Alright, did y'all see this sealed pool? Did y'all see these rares? It's just gonna give us these rares? What on earth? What on earth is going on? This is insane. So, we can just play Garruk again. That's the thing we can do. We also have the Royal Scions, Rowan and Will. Both of these cards seem like probably just the best cards in this limited format period. We also have a Gilded Goose, which can ramp up mana and just make a whole bunch of foods. So we have great green stuff. We have great blue stuff, Midnight Clock alongside the Royal Scions. And what is this black card? 8/8 Trample Haste creates 3 goats on your opponent's field. Beginning of combat, they can sack a creature if they do. Tap it, you gain 3 life and you draw a card. This card seems really good in limited as well. The worst case scenario is that you can't attack with this thing, but you gain life and draw cards. Alright. Let's see what we got here. So I'm very uninterested in white, so unless the white stuff is really good, it's probably not going to happen. It's looking like we're wanting to go green-black or blue-red. So we'll just take a quick skim through, and yeah, there's very, very little cards in white, and most of them are not great, it seems. So how's our blue looking? Witching Well, we've definitely seen that card be good. Charmed Sleep as a removal spell. Nice little blocker with Corridor Monitor. So Tiny is a little bit of a removal spell. Not quite as much as Charmed Sleep. We obviously have the Midnight Clock that we saw. We've seen Mistford River Turtle do a lot of work, as well as Queen of Ice. Those are fine cards. Unexplained Vision, some good draw. Yep, blue looks okay. Certainly not insane. Foulmire Knight seems like a really good card. 1 mana, 1/1 Death Touch, and if you don't have to just drop it on turn 1, you can also draw a card off of it with its adventure. So that seems good. Foreboding Fruit is definitely good. The Lochwain thing is okay. We don't have a lot of black cards here. We have a few, but there are a few good ones. Double Sir Conrad is good too. In red, we have the Castle, Amberith, to pump our field. Dwarven could make a dwarf. Claim the Firstborn. That is a horrifying card. That right there is probably the creepiest card in the set. Just claim the Firstborn. It's mine. Red Cap Melee actually seems main deckable. If you're playing against red, this is great. And if you're not, it's still a fine late game removal spell. Like, you definitely get into situations where you're mana flooded and your removal spell's fine. So Red Cap Melee seems pretty good. The Wolverine can do stuff if you've got enough card draw. We've got a Scorching Dragonfire. So yeah, red seems decent, not insane. Hopefully green's insane, because we've got Garruk and Gilded Goose, so it could be insane. Edgewall Innkeeper can be really good as well if we get a bunch of adventure cards. Can draw a lot of stuff off that. We've got double Squire. We've got a Rosethorn Acolyte. Those are good cards. Not like a huge amount going on in green though. His Adversary seems fine even at 4 mana and limited. 4 mana 2/3 Death Touch. When it does combat damage to a player, draw a card. Yeah, none of our colors are like insane outside of our rares and mythics. Covetous Urge. Target opponent reveals their hand, choose a non-land card from that player's hand or graveyard and exile it, and you can cast it as long as it remains exiled. Interesting, but pretty difficult mana cost. Elite Headhunter is pretty similar in that sense. Then we have Garruk and the Royal Scions and Wandermare and stuff like that. And then our colorless cards to fill up a deck. So I'm going to try just going green-black here. Because that is where our best stuff really is. Just throw some stuff in here. Fill up the deck. See if that looks alright. 31 cards, so we still need a lot more cards here. This Paladin seems fine. What's our curve like? It's pretty high, actually. I think I'm just gonna make the black deck, the black-green deck, and then I'll make the blue-red deck, and we'll look back and see which one looked better. So I'm gonna do this one here. I'm not a huge fan of equipment. Especially with equip costs that cost like 5 mana, like dang. Could play a Golden Egg. Or a Prophet of the Peak, I don't know. This deck looks fine. Innkeeper is only a 1/1 if you don't cast any creatures that are adventures, though. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We only have 3 creatures that are adventures, so Innkeeper might not even be worth it in here. Since we only have 3 things that trigger off of it. So just put in Prophet over that, and then that would be the green-black deck. That looks good. I mean, Garruk's insane. It's definitely a thing. Actually, I should just save the changes on this. And then go edit it into the blue-red deck. And if we choose to go with the green-black one, then just don't save the changes. And that would be the fastest way to do this. Alright. Blue-red. What have we here? Definitely playing So Tiny is something to just shut off an early game attacker. Witching Well to draw some cards. You definitely need card draw in a lot of these blue-red decks with the kinds of abilities that are on the creature. The abilities that want you to draw multiple cards in one turn. If you control an artifact or enchantment, return a creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. It's actually pretty strong. If you have artifacts and enchantments, of course. Put in the castle. Put in the mine. Put in the red cap. Melee for sure. Do we want to claim the firstborn? It sounds horrifying. I don't really want to do that just because of the way it sounds. I just don't want to be associated with that nonsense. Do we even have enough knights for this to be super good? This is probably a fine card, even if you don't have knights. Because it's still just kind of like Prey Upon. Just for one more mana. Have a creature you control fight a creature you don't control. Of course, we do want to make sure we have good large creatures in here, though, for that. And we only have one right now. So there's blue-red. And then we obviously put in the Scions. Neither of these cards seem good enough for the restrictive mana costs. So then we want a Prophet of the Peak in this deck as well. And probably Golden Egg. This deck looks a little weaker. This deck definitely looks a little weaker than the green-black one. Whoa! A Tatsuo! What is this? You can't just triple sub me. 3 subs in one day. I don't know about you, but by that metric, I am up infinite percentage from my normal day. Thank you very much, Tatsuo. That is super dope. Let's listen to this awesome song. Okay, well that's awesome. Thank you. Lord Tatsuo. Lord Tatsuo. I immediately got your name wrong again. Oh my god, I feel so bad. I see it and it looks like capital I Tatsuo. Lord Tatsuo. Thank you so much. Alright, yeah, this deck looks faster. Actually, it doesn't. We don't really have good early game creatures. So I think the green-black deck just overall is going to be the best. Like, unless we just throw in random nonsense 1/1s into this deck, which I don't really want to do. Summon discard changes. Stick with green-black. We'll just play Garruk again. Garruk.deck. Twice in a row. My mind is jelly. I'm really bad at everything that requires brain power, such as remembering the correct adjustments to names. Like Lord Tatsuo, not El Tatsuo. I will make sure to get that right from now on. Forever and always. For the Lord. So I'm going to keep this hand. It's a very slow hand. But the top end is nigh unbeatable. As we saw in our last sealed, Garruk is just insane. Opponent starts off with a swamp, and looks like nothing else. Just drew another 4-mana card. Our curve doesn't really exist, but that's okay. If our late game is better than theirs, we should be okay. Well, one thing I've noticed so far, we've definitely played against / with a lot of green-black. Green-black seems like a pretty choice color scheme. Just a lot of that good food production. and stuff like that. Hoping to draw a swamp off of the top so we can hit the triple black for Locthwain Paladin. That could be very strong. Sorcerer's Broom. Whenever you sack another permanent, you can pay 3 and make another copy of Sorcerer's Broom. That's pretty cool. That's really interesting. The artwork as well is like, what? This is rigged, the packs only contain Guruk? Yeah, maybe that's happening. Maybe everyone is always opening a Guruk, so no one's ever not playing them. Alright, we didn't get our third black, but it's still worth playing just as a 3-2. Because that can trade with the Sorcerer's Broom. It'd be good to get it out of the way before they can start making copies of it. Reaper of Night. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Well, it's a good thing I have random nonsense in here. Kinda don't want to discard Golden Egg because it draws another card, gets us closer to hitting Guruk. I am totally trading with that broom. So that thing comes out as a 4/5 whenever it attacks. If the defending player has 2 or fewer cards in hand against flying left turn. So it just comes out as a big, scary monster. So we'll want removal when that happens. Ooh, Gilded Goose, get in there. I'm ready to just make food all day long. Only costs 2 mana to make food, too. This card seems pretty great. Now if we hit a basic, we also just hit Guruk. There's still 3 mana off the Reaper of Night. Wicked Wolf. Fight the Goose. Well, that sucks. Wow, there's the land for it too. Well, at least they don't have food tokens to keep that wolf alive. It is now just a 3/3, but if they sacrifice food tokens in the future, they can put more counters on it, make it indestructible. All that nonsense. Eye Collectors are really good for me when I have Sir Conrad out. You can hit me with those as much as you want. Costs 2 black to have everybody mill 1. Here's an adversary. They do have enough power to kill Sir Conrad if I send him in. So I trade with like the Wolf and the Swordmaster. Seems fine. And they're just stuck with just their flyers. If they have an instant speed way to make a food, this is a very, very bad attack. But I am very not familiar with the set, so there's that. Ooh, trade with the Eye Collectors. Fair enough. I actually don't really want to mill us here. Probably just eat my food, because I don't have any ways to get stuff back from the grave, so I'm never going to get my Gilded Goose back. And that's the only thing I have that cares about food. So I'll just spend the time to eat it. Ooh. Gingerbread Cabin. When it enters the battlefield, untapped, you get to create a food token. So if you have 3 or more other forests, you get to make a food token when you play it. That's super adorable, very flavorful card. In more ways than one. Alright, they have 2 cards in hand alongside the 7 mana, basically 4/5 flyer. It's basically just gonna be a 4/5 flyer at all times. It's not a lot of times when someone has played a 7 mana card in limited and the other player still has more than like 2 cards in hand. If they don't play a creature here, I could potentially kill that wolf with Garruk if I hit a land. And then I just draw 2 cards, because I draw one when I kill it, and I draw one when I hit them with the Okame Adversary. Adversary? Adversary? Adversary. That's the term. They are running out of time. Oh. No, they passed. I think. Alright, so just pass. This is kind of rough because I don't know the set well enough to know the instant speed nonsense. So I'm just going to try to kill the wolf, and we'll see what happens. Alright. I guess we just get him then. Well, that went well. Lackbridge Troll. Well, they certainly get to draw a bunch of cards. And gain a bunch of life. That card is very good. It's actually super nice. I've got one of those of my own. Let's draw a card here. Land. Okay. I could probably just let Garruk attack now that I have double Spore Cap Spider. Or let Clackbridge Troll attack now that I have double Spore Cap Spider. So, like, because if they send it at Garruk, I can block with my Death Toucher and 2 1/5s, and then none of the trample damage gets through. And I kill it. So that seems great. Sack creature. Decline. Yeah, Foulmire Knight was just a fantastic draw. I could actually put counters on Garruk if I want, make them kill my wolves. I'm not going to do that though. I think I want to keep those. Goodbye, Trollman. They have an Okame Adversary of their own, which is hilarious. Here's the Adamant Paladin. And some more wolves.
We are the apex predator.
If I attack with my adversary, we're kind of just trading adversaries. I think I just pass. I could attack with 2 wolves, just trying to get counters back on Garruk. So that I can hit his -3 to get rid of their Death Toucher. Reave Soul my adversary. Alright. Fair enough. I don't know why I left this guy in my hand. I honestly don't know why I left this guy in my hand. It's my bad. They're gonna have their thing fight, and it gets indestructible till end of turn. Dang. Yeah, so that just eats that. Nothing I can do about that. I guess it's indestructible, so might as well send it in too. This seems really loose. Because I get to put Garruk up counters. I guess the thing is, it's hard to realize that Garruk, the wolves make Garruk bigger. That's easy to forget. Wait, what is happening? Oh, I blocked like an idiot. That's what's happening. We want the wolves on the beast, and we want just an 0/1 on the Death Toucher. That's what we want. Now Garruk's up to 4, and we get to destroy their Death Toucher. And then start making wolves again. Ooh, foreboding fruit.
Looks like you weren't fit to survive.
I'm down with that jam. See if we can draw any kind of pump spells before we attack here. Or a haste dude. That works. We're drawing a lot of cards. Alright, there is the scoop. Because Garruk is nonsense. He's a ridiculous card that is intensely hard to beat. And now with this deck, we just get to cast him even more consistently than the last one. But we don't get to cast Enter the Wilds and all that other fun stuff. But I still think overall this deck's probably better. I'm gonna keep this, which is risky because I want to hit 5 mana and only have 3 in hand, but I do have a golden egg to draw a card. Try to pick up another land with that. There we go, we're at 4 mana, only have to draw 1 more. Double Sir Conrad, that's a little awkward. Both of our legendary man. Can't play those both at the same time. I hope they just play a 2-2. They just played a random green 2-2 that would allow us to use our Okame adversary for cheaper. But that's alright, we can just play it next turn. We have all 5 of our mana now, too. Are they about to play that same fight spell that, like, destroyed us last time? Indestructible? Nope, just bake him into a pie. Cool. That is an adorable, adorable removal spell. That's definitely cool with me. Ooh, Prophet of the Peaks coming up. I'm gonna play Sir Conrad first. Because now whenever they're sacrificing those goats, they're going to be taking damage from Sir Conrad as well. And if they have any form of removal alongside the bacon to a pie, I'd rather they use it on this Sir Conrad, because I have 2. I can only play 1 unless they kill 1. Garruk looks like lots of fun. Think you'll have to recreate your wolf deck? Yeah, Garruk's insane. He's very, very good. Very fun. I want to play something with more than 4 toughness now, so I want to play the Troll or the Prophet. I guess I'm just playing the Troll. Hopefully that means they don't have an additional epic downfall. We're going to take a little bit of damage here, but I'm gaining 3 life whenever they sack a dude, so gaining 3 and then taking 4 is really not bad. Oh, wow. They want to just take the 8. Cool with me. I guess they really don't want me gaining life. In that case, it might be worth it to just play this as a Death Toucher. That means they probably have removal for Clackbridge Troll. I still think I don't need to do that. Because then I'm just Death Touching their 4-4 Trample, which I can kill anyway with a 5-5. And then I don't lose a creature if I just block that with a 5-5 naturally. So that just means they definitely have a second removal spell. Murderous Rider also. So that's really bad. Murderous Rider is a fantastic removal spell. Destroy a creature or planeswalker, and they get to just cast this as a 2-3 lifelinker afterwards. Which is very powerful. Ooh, that's powerful too. And now they use their removal spell that could hit planeswalkers.
We were born for the hunt.
Well, the top deck is ridiculous. That seems not fair at all. This could have destroyed a planeswalker. They do get to give their Witchstalker trample. Yeah, I should have just destroyed the Witchstalker. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I forgot about the Giant Skewer actually adds toughness. I thought it was just +2/+0 for some reason in my brain. But since it's going to make it 5 toughness, the wolves can't actually block that well. If it was 4 toughness still, then I would be better just making the wolves. Apparently it's a difficult spot that it's put them in mana-wise, though. Like, because now they have to invest that mana into the Witch Stalker. We're just sending everybody at it. So if I block like that, he takes 4, and then he gains 2. That was a big misplay. Should have just destroyed the Witch Stalker. Actually, no, it wasn't. If I just destroyed the Witch Stalker, then he goes to 2 and dies right now. So he would be already dead if I played it the other way. But that still might have been better. Because now he's probably just going to die killing a Witch Stalker. I don't know for sure, though. Foreboding Fruit. Alright, they have a 6/5 trample. If I play 2 2/2s, and I play a Foulmire Knight, I want to play like as many creatures as possible here. So do I play Sir Conrad and a Death Toucher and 2 wolves? That's a lot of creatures. Kind of also like just Foreboding Fruit and playing a Death Toucher and doing the thing. I think we go as many creatures as possible here. Because it at the very least forces them into bad attacks to kill Garruk, and maybe it saves Garruk.
We are the apex predators.
And Sir Conrad is major damage at this point. They could just have another Bacon to a Pie. They have really good removal. Just the removal suite over there. I don't think we can save him now because of that. If I block like that... Yeah, we can't save him now because they had removal. Again, the 3rd removal. That's pretty sick. I guess we can just do value blocks then. They have a lot of food. That skewer is gaining them so much life. If they get something that triggers off of food tokens, we're kind of dead, because they just have so many. I'm so glad we scryed rather than just drawing those. Get out of here. That is some nonsense we just don't want. Get rid of a goat. Because those goats can pick up a skewer, and then they're 2/2s, which can block and trade with the wolf. So might as well get rid of them while we can, while they're not dangerous. Foulmire Knight of their own, drawing a card. Probably plopping out a little Death Toucher. There it is. Giant skewer onto the Rosethorn Acolyte. Alright. I'm gonna Foreboding Fruit myself. Now we've got a 5/5 coming up. That can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, so basically can't be blocked except by whatever they have skewered up. I'm gonna send that in, probably just trading off with that Death Toucher, getting it out of the way for the future. Borrow witches. Return a knight from your... Oh. Well, the amount of value is pretty nice. At least the Murderous Rider goes to the bottom of their library. That's what I was worried about. I completely forgot that it goes to the bottom of their library, so I thought they were about to return the removal spell, which would be really bad. I think I'd rather block with the wolf here. Do not sack a food. Is the choice. Decline. So, the axe can make the Barrow Witches a 5/5, which matches my paladin. That axe is actually working really well. I think we do have some of those axes in here. So if I draw one of those, that'll make my paladin bigger than theirs. And the paladin can't be blocked by their Death Toucher unless they throw the skewer on it. Foulmire Knight. They've got the 1/1 Death Toucher out. And 5/5. Yep. I don't actually think I can just win the long game against this deck because they have so much value engines. Well, so many value engines. Because they've got so much food. And they are drawing a lot more cards than me. So I think we're actually just slowly losing now. Which is very sad. Wicked Guardian. Yeah, they have a lot. They have a lot more draw. Slowly losing is turning into quickly losing, at least. We can end it. Hey, it's our skewer. We can make our paladin actually win the combat against theirs. But they have so many creatures now, like, it doesn't really matter. They can still now just double block with 2 5/5s instead. The third bacon to a pie. Triple bacon to a pie plus epic downfall. This is just a very consistent sealed pool that we're getting crushed by. Yeah, I mean, we're just dead now. We just can't make good blocks. Well, we'll sack our foods, because we've got the mana to do that, and see what our top deck is. It's unlikely to matter, but we should see. Nice. Alright, let's throw this onto... Does not really matter. They both just have 4 power. And yeah, we end up having to just chump like that. Like that, or we take 9? Those are like literally the only options. Bad. Oh, I think they have a pump spell. You just get to end it right now. Yes, okay. It is over. That was sad. Where's Massacre Girl when you need her? That would have been nice. That was pretty sad. The true caster has arrived. Well, hello. Welcome. Head on to another game here. Greetings. Greetings. Okay, this hand's pretty awful. We do get to cast a 1/1 Death Touch, but that's all we can cast without drawing more correct lands. This is almost as bad. This is like the exact same hand, but there's a forest. So I guess this is the keep. That was removal.deck. That was. I think the only way we were gonna win that game is if we'd played a lot more defensively with Guruk. Like, I got too excited about Guruk and just slammed him down as soon as possible. I should have probably waited and seen if I could get myself into a spot with more than enough blockers. To defend him better. I think that's the only way I would have won that. So what spicy memes you playing? I'm just playing sealed. I'm not much of a constructed guy. I like limited the most, so I'm playing a lot of just sealed and draft. This is currently sealed. I don't remember when draft goes live, but when that goes live I'll be playing a bunch of draft. Instant sub and notified. Well, thank you. Thank you for the sub on the YouTube. Most of the brewing that I want to do with Eldraine is all Brawl, and they didn't put Brawl on this yet. Brawl's not going to be out till October. But then I'll do a lot of brewing, for sure. But since I am in the streaming event, I do have 4 copies of every single card, so I could just brew random nonsense. It's fascinating how different modes appeal to different players. You'll never be a good deck constructor, but you just love coming up with themed decks to build. Well, that's pretty nice. Yeah, dude, just like play whatever you like is what I'd say. Everybody's got their own different tastes. Different strokes for different folks, indeed. Yeah, there's Magic players that only play Vintage. They exist. There's Magic players that only play the format where you can play literally any card ever, including the oldest, most busted cards, so their decks are like $10,000. There are people that only play that. You're just a mono player? Just only play mono-colored stuff? Should fall into that category. It took about 15 to 20 years out before returning a month or 2 back. Wow. I've been playing since 2009, so I've been playing for 1 decade now. The second that I turned 13, my dad showed me how to play this game. I think he was waiting for it. He was waiting for it because it says it's 13 and up, so he's like, when this kid turns 13, he's playing Magic with me. Sir Farron's pretty dangerous. I guess they either lose a creature or a draw card, or they lose both their creatures if they want to kill that. So this seems like still a good attack. Wow, I'm drawing a lot of cards off the adversary. I'm liking that card a lot. I think I'm going to play the 4-3 Menace here. Well, not 1-1 Death Toucher just confirmed kills that Sir Farron. So we'll do that. Played a little in the late 90s. Gave up when you tried an online version and kept making the most stupid mistakes and just returned recently when one of your viewers / friends asked you to. Best thing that's ever happened to you. Yeah, Magic Arena is a great way to play. It's very cheap. You can play super casual if you want. The second they add a friends list, this is going to be even better. I'm so ready for a friends list. So it's like a lot easier to challenge your friends and not have to play the really competitive standard formats. That's the only thing I feel is really missing for me personally, because I'll play Constructed, like I have fun brewing stupid decks. It's just like trying to be competitive in Constructed that I'm not a huge fan of. I don't like trying to like play the best decks. I like playing just fun stuff that I came up with. And there's not a super great way to do that right now, because like all the ranked modes and just regular play is usually chocked full of a bunch of just the best standard decks. Brawl is kind of like the best format for that, because it's a 100 card singleton. You can build around whatever your favorite planeswalker or legendary is. That would be super cool. Be super cool. Magic Arena friends list, that would be perfect. Yeah, they've said that it's upcoming. They're working on it. It'll be here sometime. I don't think they said for sure when that's coming out. We know in the October update that Brawl is coming then. I'm so ready for that. I think they still can't attack super well, so I'm just going to pass. Surprised you even made it to gold this time. Wasn't expecting to go beyond bronze. Yeah, they have like a special card style reward for going gold and going platinum. So I always try to hit platinum in one format every season. That is almost always limited. I almost always just get to platinum tier 4 in ranked draft, and that's it. Constructed, I always just hit gold. Gold's as far as I really get in Constructed. When was Arena created? Technically, we're still in the beta. So technically it comes out in a couple days. They're removing the beta tag on Thursday when they release Eldraine. Then it's just going to be Magic the Gathering Arena. That's the official launch. But it's been in beta now for a couple years. I think I was able to start playing at the very end of 2017. I was in the closed beta. So yeah, it's only been a couple years, and it's only been an open beta for about a year. Yeah, pretty much exactly 1 year it's been an open beta, I think. I could be wrong on the timelines, but it's somewhere around that. He had a friend who made a barbarian built on theme of Garruk. Seems pretty fun. It's kind of like a ranger barbarian hybrid sort of thing. Improved your draft from 03 to about 1-2/3 after watching a mythic. Managed to get silver? Yeah. Limited can be pretty hard. I don't know what I should do here. I rarely know what I should do. I think I'm just gonna play Rosethorn. Looks like my opponent and myself are just gonna keep staring at each other for a while. I'm gonna attack with the Squire here though, because I'm only really blocking with my Death Toucher. Sith Lord Caster, I am simul-streaming on... Oh, I'm dead. Oh, that's a mythic rare. I'm simul-streaming on YouTube and Twitch currently. And over on Twitch, there's a little bit less delay in terms of when I say stuff and when you hear it. And I am doing a giveaway on the hour every hour, which means as soon as this game's over, I'm doing another giveaway on Twitch. for 1,000 experience on the Throne of Eldraine Mastery Pass. So definitely, at least just pop open that chat just to enter the giveaway. You don't have to watch it there, but it's a thing you can do. And it's just twitch.tv/gomletx, same thing. What game count are you on? I don't know for sure. I haven't been counting. We did a whole sealed before this. We opened Garruk twice in a row. So the games are kind of flowing together. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. They're going to draw a lot of cards. Seems very good. I guess I'll just send in the Squire again. Careful about it. It's strictly... What? Oh, shit. Alright. Well, I was planning on streaming exclusively on Twitch after this event, but for this one I just wanted all the YouTube people to be able to see it in their uploads and go to it easily. I don't know. That's a weird rule, because it's like I'm literally telling everyone to go to Twitch. That's like the whole reason I'm simulcasting, is just so the YouTube people can see and I can tell them, hey, you should go to Twitch. That's most of what I'm doing. Alright, I will make sure not to do that anymore. Which was already kind of the plan. I was just going to make a thing that was like, hey, I'm going to start streaming on Twitch. If you want to watch the videos that are on YouTube, the streams are on Twitch. You can upload after the contract that makes Twitch. I swear to God, I thought I read everything. Well then. That is going to stop then? Man, now you got me all shook. I might reboot the stream after this then. After this last giveaway, I'll do a giveaway and then reboot the stream, make it Twitch only. That is awkward indeed. Awkward. Thank you very much for telling me that, though. Something many people do, but like everything, risk doesn't always pan out. Yeah, I don't want to take that risk. Because I was already planning on moving over to Twitch only for streaming anyway, so I might as well just do it right now. I'll just toss a quick notification up on YouTube to hop over to Twitch, and then I'll just be on Twitch. So, we'll take a short break. My B. Yeah, I'm definitely not the kind of, like, I'm not a rules-breaking kind of person, so I'm just going to fix that as soon as possible now. That actually makes me feel a little bad. I didn't mean to, I'm sorry, Twitch people. Did not mean to do something you did not want to happen. I was just ignorant AF. Just trying to keep YouTube alive. It isn't super bad as people believe. Yeah, YouTube's been going through so much nonsense lately. It's kind of crazy. Figure not. You've had people outright deny it until someone showed them. No, I trust you. That sounds reasonable. I don't think you would say that if it wasn't a thing. Is the thing. Like, why would anyone just show up and just lie about that? So yeah, I get it. I'm gonna fix that. I do appreciate the notice there. But yeah, I mean, it is a long thing with a lot of rules. Like, I read it and thought I got through it all, and then apparently I missed stuff. I definitely did. Do what you can, try not to boycott YouTube or Twitch. Yeah, they're both great sites in their own way. So should you unsub? Like, to the YouTube channel? I still do I do videos all over YouTube. If you only care about the live streams, you should probably unsubscribe from YouTube. But if you'd like to see me just when I play without streaming, I do videos of basically every event that they add to Arena. If you want to see me live, that's going to happen just on Twitch. Giant skewer. That's so helpful too, because it's so much simpler. It's so much simpler to not simul stream, which is another reason I was already thinking about it. So I already, like, I had all of my shit together to be able to stream just on Twitch, and then I went through a bunch of hassle to try to figure out how to do it on both, and apparently that was a really big mistake, so. When is draft for Eldraine? Pretty soon. You're a big MTG watcher, so you'll keep on notifications? Cool. Yeah, so if you're talking about when everyone can draft Eldraine, it's actually going to be a little while. On Thursday, Eldraine is launched, and I believe you can play sealed and traditional draft. So it's just the draft that requires gems, and I think we have to wait like a week, and then we get ranked draft of Eldraine. But if you just want to see people drafting Eldraine, that's happening today during this streaming event. The people that are able to play Eldraine right now and stream it get to draft some Eldraine in the middle for a few hours. I think you've got a bunch of friends in here, so it should be okay. You just never know when a douche lord will show up. When you learned people will do huge fake donations to charge back as a troll, I realized people will do pretty much anything. Yeah, I'm not touching that nonsense. I've seen that before too. That's insane. Like, I would rather never make a penny from a just like random non-Twitch affiliated donation than set myself up to have to deal with all of the fixing that kind of thing. Even if it is a 0.001% chance, like, it's just not worth it. I'm just playing for fun and streaming for fun. I don't want to deal with that hassle. You have 13k gems saved. Thought about starting a stream channel, but you're free to play. Hey, you can still definitely do streams when you're free to play. I have not spent very much on this. I probably spent $40 on Arena, which I was free to play for a long time when I was still making videos. And then that, like, now I just have a better job to where I'm okay to spend a little bit of money every now and then. So now I just spend, you know, $10 every couple months. Just for some more gems, get some more drafts in. But yeah, if you play a lot of constructed or the special events and stuff, you can do it pretty cheap. Really? Yeah. Well, I don't stream that often. I basically just started streaming again a few days ago, pretty much. But if you see all the videos on my channel, everything that I've played, basically everything that I've played on my channel has been done through gems and gold that I've earned from daily quests and turning gold into gems via ranked drafts. We're very much losing this game. They have too many flyers. But yeah, most of what I've spent on Arena was just when I'm playing on my own time and I want to do more drafts. You know? You have make good money, but have a spending problem, so you try not to spend money on gems. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that it is one of those kind of business models that it's easy for people. It's easy for people to overspend. It's really easy to get lost and just be like, oh, oops. I just wanted to play a whole bunch of Magic, and now I've spent $100 because yeah. I can definitely see that. I definitely have to keep that in mind and limit myself, because I could mess up on that too. Just gotta be conscious about it for sure. You've watched every video I've made. Damn! That's a lot of videos, Slim Jesus. Oh, oops, I spent 200 bucks. Pretty much. It's like, hey, but now all my cards have styles. Yeah. Worth it. We're so dead. At least this gigantic thing still can't attack. We need one more card in our graveyard before they can attack. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely get that, Bogart. Bogart? It's probably Bogart. There's 2 G's in there. We're like tremendously dead. I don't know why I haven't just scooped. That would probably be the actual best play right now. Insatiable appetite. Alright, there we go. So we're gonna do our 1 o'clock giveaway. 1 o'clock Central Time, because I'm Central Time. Anyone who plays Arena a decent amount wants 1,000 EXP for the Throne of Eldraine Mastery Tree. We're gonna do a video. Or a giveaway. Over on Twitch. I'm a Magic fan. I've seen all of Legend VD's video, all of Day 9's video, all of Gabby Spartz, Nikolai Bolas, and me. Rotate on L when a new Magic video comes out. That's really cool. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Those are some greats that you watch alongside me. I haven't watched Nikolai Bolas, but I did just play against him earlier, so I've heard the name. Day 9 and Gabby Spartz, definitely big fans of them. And Legend VD, I've watched a couple videos. But yeah, Gabby Spartz and Day 9, I'm in their streams every now and then. Day 9, you can't tell because I'm not subbed to Day 9, and I think it's sub-only chat, but Gabby Spartz, sometimes I'm in the chat there. Those are some fantastic streamers. Boggart, a mischievous, malevolent folklore creature from the UK. Yeah, I think I've heard that name before, because I think there's like a couple Boggarts in Magic, is probably why. Besides, you might act up, but you don't have the acting chops to be a Bogart. Wow, I see how it is. Alright, so everybody, hop in the Twitch chat real fast before I do a quick little pause in the stream here. I'm going to do a giveaway. If you want to win the giveaway, type in Boggart. This is gonna enter you to win 1,000 experience for the Eldraine Mastery Tree. Now you won't be able to use the experience immediately. You have to wait until the Eldraine Mastery Tree is up. So you get to do it on Thursday in the store, just in the redeem codes section. So I'm gonna leave that going on, and I will be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom real fast, and then we'll end the giveaway, cut the stream for a second, boot it back up, exclusively on Twitch. So if anyone is over on YouTube, get over here right now. I don't want to break no rules. And then I'll send out a message to YouTube and get this thing back on the road. So I will see you all in a second. Just going to give you some time to get those Boggarts in there. Alright. I'm glad you could hear that. Y'all had to know what's going on. That's the reason for the break, my man. Just for the restroom. Okay, so that is going to end the giveaway. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the giveaway. You guys have like probably literally 1 second from the time that I'm saying this because of stream delay. So real fast, type bugger in the chat. If you want to enter. Alright, time's up. Boop! The winner is Spud Muffin, one of our very, very first subscribers. So thank you for the sub, and in repayment, not exactly because that would be that would be wrong, but I get to give you a code from Wizards because you won the rando thingy-mabob. Spud Muffin with a 1 instead of an I. And now we gotta go copy and paste. Alright. There we go. Let me know if you got that whisper. If so, you were all set up. Just gotta put that in to the store on Thursday. Just to save the whisper tab open, or copy it, paste it in your notepad. Save it that way. Do we know the pet for the mastery tree yet? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So we actually have it. We had it during that game. I don't know if you noticed. Unless it accidentally turned off somehow. It's the Fey Fox. We don't know. I think it starts to grow like gems in its back and stuff like that. It's pretty adorable. It's very adorable. So yeah, now we've got a puppy for people who don't like cats. We've got dogs. The Fey Fox. So on that note, I'm going to cut the stream for a second. I will probably be back in somewhere between 0 and 5 minutes. I will be right back. I am just going to do some back-end stuff. If you're on YouTube, get over to Twitch right now, because that's about to die in a fire. And we'll be back playing a whole bunch more Eldraine. So I'll see you in a second.